Now let's get straight into the conversation with High Chief Peter Ameh. And High Chief Peter Ameh are currently the Nigeria Democratic Congress senatorial candidate for Kogi East for inside the 2027 general election. And of course, in don't throw in full weight and support over time for a particular candidate, a particular presidential candidate. And be like saying they change your mind from that candidate, but why in believing that candidate? And plus, including say we will look at everything we concern the state of the nation. Because as it be like this, so now it be like say nothing will stop President Bola Ahmed Tinubu from winning the 2027 election, especially because of how fragmented the opposition political parties they. You fit say any miracle fit happen, or you think say any miracle fit happen to save the opposition party, the opposition, or to save Nigeria, or to even cause the defeat of the ruling party. Anything like that go fit happen. Waiting be the real situation when Nigerians they inside go, and waiting the opposition need to do go to make sure say they wrestle power from this ruling party. All of that conversation and more. Now we will get this evening. Welcome to Updated Precious. Another beautiful day to bring on an update for all the things that happen for our country. Well, if you join us for the first time, make I quickly let you know. Say we did live for Inside Citizens Voice 97.1 FM Lagos. So if you're there for Lagos, try your best, make it for fit tuning, make it for watchers, or listen to us for Citizens Voice 97.1 FM. And of course, on top of YouTube, we did here from top of Precious in your PETV media. You go fit catch us here. Subscribe, sharp, and if not your first time to join us, and like and share this post so that more people go to see the things and what we talk about. Make we go drink small water, drop cup. When we come back, we'll go straight to the conversation. I'll bring our guest into the house. Stay with us with it. Good evening and welcome to Updated Precious. Another beautiful day to bring on our update of all the things they share inside our country. We'll never enter the update yet, but political season don't start fully, especially as you get to do with the federal positions. That is the presidential election, the presidential campaigns, as it were, the senatorial campaigns, that of the House of Representatives, because all of these elections will happen the same day. And campaign don't kickstart. We don't see the APC don't release their very intimidating presidential campaign cancel, where they chaired by the president, by the way. And then we look forward to other political parties to also start their own. That Peter Obi last week flag off, that is the presidential candidate of the NDC, flag off in own campaign. And we don't see movement and things that happen. Atiku Abubakar don't start with young Basbos talking about subsidy. Don't use that one, you start the conversation. And that one don't they linger on for the amount of people for a while. But beyond all of this, waiting be the true situation of the average Nigerian. Waiting they need to know for inside this election where BC they come up. How they go feel make sure they vote the right choice, we go make their life better. And waiting the different political parties get to offer. For inside your mind eye. Well, now waiting make I bring one of the political party chieftains, that is the NDC, Naibi. And here a person will be say the contest for senatorial position for inside Kogi is senatorial seat. High Chief Peter Ameh join us for Inside the Studio. Hi, Chief. Thank you so much for obliging us, and thank you and welcome to the show.
A pleasure to be here with you.
Thank you. Not vex, so with a mix and for pidgin and English language. No, so the pidgin don't let you speak. If you speak English. So you don't understand pidgin, but it be better area.
Don't be anything for us. Now, what we take this before we will learn English, now we learn pidgin. We na broken they call them pidgin. A broken language you be they call.
Now broken language you carry no amo. I don't even know what's in they bring the pidgin inside the English.
I won't give them level.
Thank you so much and welcome. Welcome to the show. It's so good to have you. So let's start the conversation by asking you what you think. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has spent about 3 years and counting in office. And to some people, he don't do fantastic. In fact, he take tough and bold decision when no man fit take for inside this country. Only and don't do it. And then they talk and say in reform, saying if you look lives don't they change. It hinge on the fact that the macroeconomics they do very well. But the micro will be the people go waiting can consign them. Some people don't look and say, oh, now the way you use rule Lagos, not only the big boys now they enjoy Lagos, why the poor remain poor. People say no, not be like that. Small time, it could trickle down to the poor people then. If you were to explain the state of the nation, how would you explain it?
It trickle down to the ordinary people because the way intake do the thing, do one because for economics and for policy development, the way you're supposed to do be say before you take and you go look at the impact on the ordinary people, you know, they get impact assessment. You go take study, not be something where they do with graduate take do for May 29, 2023. When just remove them, like say no be human being go get the side effect. The way you take remove that thing, not be so it's supposed to be. And if, as you remove them, that the way you remove them, go check them. What people they pay for transport, it double by 400%. And that kind of emergency increase be like shock for the money where people they carry for their hand. That's the way they earn 100,000 naira. We in salary in transport to work before na 25,000 naira for the entire month. That income increase to 70,000 naira. So the thing no be the right way take do am. So now that thing will make a ponte hard because transportation and the cost of transportation and they determine how person go take selling carry, how landlord go take put rent, how person where they go work, where medicine where they charge you for a daily pay, how you go take increase the waiting you go charge for daily pay. Because in they put all in problem for all the expenses of cost of transportation, how much you go make for profit, how much go reach him to balance himself. Person where they sell goods and service too, he go transporting goods from Kano to Lagos, from Sokoto to Bayelsa, from Bayelsa to Kogi. So now that cost, as the cost of that thing when they say increase, where you go take transport time, the cost of tomato for increase. Now so you go transfer and put for the cost of the thing where the last person where won't buy and where go chop. Now so the cost go enter. So now what thing you not do well be that. And anybody will say Tinubu don't do well. Now lie in the lie. I didn't know say that true. Me and the person if you enter street, make we ask people whether their life they better now. What is the value of Naira today? What will be the value of Naira and the value of the money where people they carry come from work? What will be the value? Now, value of money you need to look for the hand of the ordinary man. No be how much private jet will they buy for President Tinubu in there for office. No be how many car will they buy for him. No, in there insulated, in there, he no already forget how poor man is suffer because the man not today for government. You don't know the street as street be. If you know a street be, say I they read. I am telling you, nobody go if they talk this way they talk. Now lie where they lie. Suffer don't increase because that thing where they do, you're not supposed to do too much rush for policy. That's why they do that thing. They can't do Naira devaluation. That Naira devaluation, they can't enter, can't jam fuel subsidy. That one are like trailer jam dead body. So the matter not be a funny thing. I mean, they tell you, I know people, I get rural community where they go, I get constituents where the relatives where they talk to me. The only thing where keep Nigeria they go, now the communal style where they live, help your brother, help your sister. Now the only thing where make us no crash for this period. If you're this period are one of the most dangerous period where you feel compared to what people see for SAP, structural adjustment program. Because when Tinubu they do, Tinubu been promise say, I think come. You feel they for check me, saying go till 500,000 hectares of land so that food production will come up. Now the APC generally, now with the investment pass. When Buhari come block all the border. Say so that local farmers go feed farm, feed produce so that we go feed the self-sufficient. That we go come they produce food with the chop. Because we get land. We get about 64 million hectares of arable land, fertile arable land. So now incompetence and inability of government to focus the situation waiting we say we go feed ourselves first. Now we will able to import food. People where they at war like Ukraine, they help us with grain, make we no go die of hunger. That's where they where bomb, they won't take bomb, finish them. They give us grain, they give us. Say they won't give us.
That is with the bomb where they happen for where they did. They still get time Ukraine, farm, get grain to come give us.
They dash us. They no go borrow us. No be saying alone. No be say we go later. They don't dash us. Say our hunger too much. And we get land past them. We get youth population past them. We get manpower past them. So if you get people where be say that they for government where they know they use their brain well to say how they go fit bring another money, they can't stay for this crude oil where it don't become like a cost to us. Because before we get oil now agriculture be major stay now where they bring plenty money now. You know they do sharing of money. They share waiting Jonathan Jake do CUPP for 2012 to 2014. That's 280 billion. Their president go ask them. They don't share over 400 billion for street. Nothing don't change. Why you go to share that kind of money? When you go come up person for poverty? I mean, economists I read now. If they share money, people be artisans, people be vulcanizers, people be bricklayers, people be fabricators. Why not carry money? Say you give them so that when they don't destabilize, then they go create jobs. They go get how they call it extended job creation from the around where people where they buy for the hand go they improve. So you're gonna share money 10,000 for people where they go chop and finish. They go come back again. They beg. Where be saying that tokenism be that like say they share begging money. So it don't really help the economy. So they don't really get any plan where they do where anybody go say see now what you get where they do with this hospital. But they show me one hospital where they upgrade. Now this national hospital where they show na military builder. 3rd Mainland Bridge na military builder. Only cost stadium na military builder. National theater na military builder. If I dey count them, I go tire. Say this democracy where we bring come. Is he get coloration with democracy and development? If I say democracy they wrong go mushi, the development they wrong go agege. So no be so it's supposed to be. They're supposed to get understanding. Say people don't carry their hand, take select government, so that make their life better. Nobody say their life go the worse. No, if you talk say inflation, say they don't reduce inflation to 15% from 30-something%. They don't increase reduce GDP don't increase. But you know they talk how much where they don't borrow. You know they talk the money where they don't borrow. What did they borrow? Even if the first subsidy where they remove for doing Abacha, make I talk one thing. Now 1 naira now Abacha they set aside for PTF, Petroleum Trust Fund. We come become Petroleum Development Trust Fund. Where Buhari they give and that 1 naira make it they do. Go see what they do. If you don't invest in that time, you go see university, they get new laboratory, they get new hall, then they buy their motor for that 1 naira. But look at what they don't increase from 200 something naira, 100 something to 1,300 naira. We know they get anything. The hospital no get drugs. Some doctors for federal hospitals, as they talk to you, go ask. I was in Otupo. My friends where they work for that hospital, they come sneak to tell me for my ear. When I travel there with my presidential candidate, they tell me say they never pay them for some months now. They sneak, can't tell me. I still get the text. So what be the money? What that money don't do? They wake up, they go, they do road where they call coastal highway. That coastal highway no fit leave Lagos in the next 10 years because they don't get the resources. They don't apply to National Assembly. Now recklessness, so now in this disrespect for Nigerian people and Nigerian constitution. Now they approve that road by fiat, approve and give their friend, make it they do them. We don't even know there was no environmental impact assessment. Now that person, a journalist, who asked that question, when he asked the minister that question, the minister fired the journalist.
No, the professor by experience talk say sorry. Oga minister talk say the impact assessment's been done now. He talk on that day now.
You know they now later they come the package and come out. Inside that impact assessment where the package come out, the TC advise and say flood go there. May they show us where they get appropriation authority so they take do that money. Federal government no get power to spend money anyhow. And I reckless now disrespect the all this way that they do. Now look at the road where they lead to Benin, where they talk so. All the road blocked for 5 days, so people don't feel work out.
But the federal government go visit there yesterday. They come talk, come apologize, come beg Nigerians.
They call what they call misalignment, misappropriation, and mismanagement of resources. If to say the money where they spend for road where no matter, they don't put them for the infrastructure of road where we get before. Nigerians for no they suffer like this. Person go lose all the own product for 5 days, for 7 days, perishable items for road. So what do they talk? You know? So they don't already make mistake. What they do, no be better thing where they do. You know?
All right, sir. Okay, it be like say you come on the talk for my mind earlier because me I be won't tell you say this particular administration they hinge waiting they call their success on different things. For instance, they go tell you say make you go look at national reserve. Say the thing don't grow well, don't wear shoulder pad, and that because of their reforms, they make our reserve our foreign reserve don't grow like that. And they go tell you say, oh, look at inflation. Inflation don't they get it, but you see now, inflation not they high again. Even though say the reality where they market for inflation and the one where they talk by National Bureau of Statistics they different too. In fact, even the National Bureau come talk say even food inflation stubbornly they high. The thing they put and stop again because thing be like say get strong get agree reduce. But the normal inflation now headline inflation it don't come down. Now as an opposition leader, I for like me you tell us how you think say you go fit counter this APC renewed hope narrative when they use all these their official statistics them to use claims say the economy destabilize. Meanwhile, the reality where people they see for inside market it is different. Make you help me put man for that talk.
You know what me I don't talk. We say it is easy to use mouth to talk about statistics. Statistics now human being they cook them. Now human being go do the calculation. Now go arrive. But for economists, for real economists, where me I know, especially political economy and development. Now the people supposed to they talk say that they feel the impact of your policy. Nobody you go they write paper every time they throw for people eye. People don't read, their eye don't blind. They don't see food chop. Gary don't cost. Price of beans don't be the same. And then I tell you that time, say President Bola Ahmed Tinubu promised saying he go till this country 500,000 hectares of land. Where he go farm so that we go there food sufficient. He never till 1 square kilometer, never till him. So all these things are just promises for mouth. Now sweet talk, where you know they lead to abolition of poverty. You know, they list to help anybody to put money for people's pocket. The president, as they talk, now then come talk, say, oh, food don't do cost. What did they can't do? And so they go wake up, go open border, come on the 75% tariff where Tinubu Buhari put so that make farmer, make import no work. Reduce them. Then people will go, I get friends who borrow money, go start farm. They don't broke. They're broke because as soon as they reduce the cost of the tariff, their policy, inconsistent in the unplanned policy where they do with the IPC government, make nobody even talk say Tinubu and Buhari different. But government are continue. And IPC is there for government for the past more than 10 years now. So now, my friends, they go carry money, go put more money for farm. Say that they farm rice. Some people say that they store rice, store beans, go they buy from north. That's so they go open border. Now other foreign countries, they make the profit now. The people lose money, they don't get money, they don't go back to farm. So now the challenge where they be this. Economy something. They get what they call short, medium, and long-term planning. If you don't get that kind of plan, you don't get short, you don't get long one, you don't get medium. So what do they run? You run what they call economic by you wake up in the morning, anyhow your belly, your face, you take one decision, you say na policy you don't make. That one they cause confusion for people life. People they suffer. Whether the president they go feel work out for inside market, make him go find out. Maybe whether now you go market or who say market or any market for Nigeria, make him go find out with his eye. Make him ask people, say what did they happen? He himself will come back and no go sleep. Because longer day for who say 2 years. I don't Abuja for many years after I leave Lagos as a young boy. If you they drive now for who say 2 people, they knock your door, your window screen. For inside who say 2 junction. I mean, you can't know at the moment they will knock your door so they want transfer go house. If you come this Abuja where they call federal capital, now pick up they park for most of Transcorp Junction, Nepa Junction, they go park Nigerian citizens like Sardine. They go out so that make them feel reduce terms of transport. Now just go they save our people because if that motor jam another motor, if you hear the number of people who go die, you go fear. So God just they help our people because they just sabi our people sabi this kind of thing where they do be say the more they hard, the more they adjust. The more they hard, the more they adjust. And they adjust because they get one auntie for Lagos where they hustle. Then they Abuja, they collect less salary. Most of Nigeria, in fact, me I will tell you without statistics, say 70% of Nigeria are underemployed. They get employment, but their money no they do them to call them say they get full employment. So now what in Nigerians they face? So we need to be able to know say if government they do work, not the government go take him out talk him. Now people go there, you go to hear them for street, you go to hear them for small joint where you sit down or small corner where you enter and buses. Not this one where people they grant it everywhere, so say life don't hard, and say cost of living don't increase. Even the person where they talk to you for the Minister of Finance, no say the purchasing power of the Naira has dropped. And the purchasing authority for the people for their pocket don't crash so badly where we say, if you owe 100,000 Naira now, I wonder how people they survive. Before you do Jack Robinson, the money don't reduce to nothing. Let's say this is not be say that they talk and say whether the bone lost and bingo carry. We know the person where they do the mismanagement. Waiting to make things they work. What the president need to do is to be able to cultivate policy where they very accurate. Where if you remove subsidy, now subsidy people they enjoy. Now no country for the world, Sweden, America, where they practice one kind of economy. Even China, everybody they practice what they call mixed economy. Mixed economy in the sense that if you they do capitalism mixed with socialism, you understand in the sense that you they pay medical bills for your people. You know they pay the other one. If Nigerians, for instance, one of the countries where we say that they subsidize their farmer pass for the world now, America. Their farmer, the people plant the tomato finish, make them no see person will buy them, they go bury them, they no go lose because government go pay them. So Nigeria no get any policy. Now Jonathan they try to build silos across Nigeria where they store food. Now in them, worry them, come share them. They no build another one, they no build new farm. The anchor borrower policy where they do under this APC government, anchor borrower under Buhari.
That one a Buhari regime, sir.
And they try to connect everything together.
Okay. You know, so they talk and because of say Tinubu talk, say Buhari na himself, saying be Buhari, saying take over from himself.
We not see the anchor. We not see the anchor. We not see the borrower. We not see the product of the borrow. So the whole confusion be say government no be like continuum for their own system. Everybody just do their own. And government will not be continuum. Now people go to bear it. Now people go to suffer. So Tinubu himself, he not even show us what thing they do for healthcare. If you say you don't come out, you do this and you don't get like 15.8 trillion money where you don't care. The one of the big lie where they talk where they offend me pass. Now that one where they say maybe people go hold their governor. The governor money not different from federal government money. They get from time from where we form our constitution. We get sharing formula. 53.5%, close to 54%. Now federal government they take as their own share. So the more the money increase, the more the federal government allocation and opportunity and money increase. What did they take and do? I may not know. You can Peter no know because you know they build roads. All the roads are in bad condition. Person they talk of the one way. I see Baba Femi Ojodu they talk of the one way follow Badon Abi or Shun Abi Ekiti road. Where they do for federal government, it no work. I see the one where people don't block everywhere, so it no work. The coastal highway, now just to the Eco Atlantic, that estate where the way some private company own. Now because of that, they rush just approval so that the value of that property will go up. Nothing else. So we go reach Sokoto Badagry, So all these things we say now too much talk, no action. Too much talk, so that they use the thing and they confuse the poor man. Person if you vote for Timbu, say na in brother na Yoruba. Somebody if you vote for another person, say na Hausa abi na Igbo. But the problem is say if we continue to vote like that, Nigeria no go work.
Okay, so this one where you say na talk. Make I show you example. Say talk, say don't the work action because this administration recently launched waiting they call an aggressive $500 million military offensive to clear out insecurity in food producing belts them. And these belts them. Now, it talks say the question where I go want ask you now say if this one can be successful, come make sure say drop food price before the time of the 2027 campaigns. 2027 election because campaign don't already starts now. What do you think say will become the core message where your party and other opposition will fit to use to ensure say they gather voters for their body? Because say the government they work very hard to make sure say why they smile now. I never even talk finish this.
The truth will be hard to define now, so that's why I smile.
Okay. The way you just smile, like, don't worry, finish blabbing. I'm coming back to you. Okay, let me let you respond to that, sir.
And they tell you these people don't know what they do. They talk of,
but they pump money now. They pump money and action to make sure say what happen.
As I talk to you, so for Bama, for Bruno, many students where they kidnap, see there for kidnappers then. For Kwara at the same thing. For Nanja, every day, the president they give matching order. They don't know what they do because our people know they're safe. Because if you get school where we say say schools they're in danger, you can get where you go to structure the security around those schools where we say make I tell you something. A professor of mine when I do PhD tell me something, Professor Sadi Kaba. He tell me one thing and a very serious thing. That day my eye open. And the talk say this kind of thing they happen. He said, nobody, no government no unknown government in the world. No unorganized system in the world has the power of terror to terrorize the terrorists like the government does. Government get unlimited power to do anything where they want to. If they want to wipe out terrorists today, terrorists, nothing will remain. But because this is the kind of attitude where they talk, say, consign, they know they do, they affect them. This is no go reach them for where they don't they under bunker, where they insulated from this crisis where they happen for this. That's why when they speak grammar, say that they launch for 500 billion bond, 500 trillion bond. They're effective. If not, people for they travel for a road. As I tell you so, nobody, me, I don't feel just carry myself go for road. In the 90s, early 2000, me and my friends them, now in the morning we go wake up, wear short, wear t-shirt, they drive, they go Lagos. Some of my friends for Kaduna where they don't enter where they go be deputy governor now. They appoint them. Me and them, they come up for this Abuja 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock in the night like this way they start this interview. They face Kaduna. The life too sweet that time. So they look at these young people, they don't know what thing we enjoy. That's why they talk, say, look, young people know if we enjoy the same thing. Before, when they grow up, if we play go now, our parents go forget. When I might begin to cross my gate and they carry something, nobody let me, all parents they do and people they fear because the country know they safe. So, but what the country is supposed to do, we go make sure this country they safe. Now to get policy where no go they return bandit back to system. They no mercy for these people. These people not mean well to solve our problem. This kind of policy of carrot and stick for people they carry on. It undermine the struggle by military personnel. And one of the major problems that the welfare of the security personnel. Me, and the system I grew up. In fact, my first set of business now for Abacha, I opened them. I did there for many years before I come on. My first set of business. Why I take on become distributor self. So I know what these people they suffer. I know they are take home pay. I know how much they take them go home. So you need to, for you to increase the morale of soldiers, you need to do more beyond buying weapons. You need to show them, say their family matter if they die. I don't there for barrack where we say, person papa die. The next day they go come carry truck, pack the load. Now village they go, they don't get hope. And many of them are not see them. Many of them don't come back to town. The one who eventually see, we pity them. So government must get policy around the families of those where they go war, and they must get policies to encourage people where they go war, say, with their family matters, and all these things now about morale boosting. Today, with the soldiers, military personnel, now then they buy their uniform, now then they buy their boots. Those days we they wear our parents' own, they come on because they SS. So the thing they very, the person where they for when no divide get this experience, no go understand what they tell you. How soldiers they feel, say they don't abandon them because most times now because people they look for work. So but generally, what we talk say this government, if they mean well, they need to start by how to invest in the massive number of young people we will get. And young people now they constitute this country today, and they know they see job. And government no be provide job for everybody. And we already know say government no fit do this, but government need to create enabling environment. They need to look even at look, you know why we set up polytechnics before? Places like IPAC College of Technology. Now because we wanted specialized institution where go be polytechnics, where go they teach technique. We don't deviate from all those places where all this is where supposed to happen. We need to return these people back to the parks that say if Nigerian man come up for investing, he's supposed to sabi what they do. If they repair building, if they repair electronics, if they construct something. So now what we supposed to do, now what the Philippines they do, what they get. Now then they do underwater weather today. I mean Nigerians feed do. You know how much money they for the thing?
More money they for that thing well. You know, sir, from Niger Delta, so money they there well.
Nigerian government no get
and you go fit get job anywhere in the world for offshore.
Now Philippines, now technician, now people learn for road, now then they do for us here. Where that's not the fit do one because this whole thing the way you
and it can't be like say we don't get dearth of artisans, tilers, so bricklayers, so carpenters, so it be like say that kind of work don't they wear off because our young people need to look into that work again. What make it say the thing the narrative can't change like this when our young people need to look into those things. Those days if I get farm, I go fit call young boys from my village, make them go do for day job, do my farming for me. Now, you know, if you see young boys who go do farming for me. What do you think is going on?
My mother go our village. She they drive now for Central Village. Now she go call some boys. This farm making a farm for me. I go pay now. I say your pikin be big man. You say me could they go farm? I say but my pikin say we don't farm for this village now. Before you be big man, if you don't farm, I be don't do job for people collect money pay school fees. So, but I don't want to remember say I do that thing or any of my siblings do that thing. What did they remember now? Say money the person get money. So and it not be their fault. Make I tell you the truth. Corrupt politicians and corrupt politics don't damage the moral fabric of our youth. Not now politicians. Now scatter everything for this country. When 1999, when we entered this politics, Nigerians they vote freely. They know they take money now. 2002, I was here. Now Nigerians voted freely. They know they take money for polling units now. Now one day, me and my friend Gosun Okoye, what they explain to some people why we they do advocacy for IPAC that time. I be IPAC secretary. And when they do advocacy, I got to tell the people say vote. You know, your vote is your right. The woman say, you there they explain vote is your right. Some people don't call share money here. They explain vote is your right. So now so the thing on the spoil they come when they come they share money for people to say that they campaign instead of bring manifesto. They go carry money, they mobilize people. Before, if you mobilize people, say they do rally, people could come from different villages, they could just come start up for the rally. But now nobody they live in Palo, come rally. If they not tell and say mobilization day. So now politicians where they steal public money, where come make and bill and say the only source of getting rich and make you enter politics. Now true, everybody where they see anybody now, if you there for government, people the first time where they take look in the eye of thief. Because people who don't come before you, they know they do well, and so thief they thief public money. Do you know even for National Assembly? The House of Rep and Senate, they're not supposed to bother about all these contract where they do. They're supposed to their responsibility. They're very simple for Constitution. Say they shall do law where go protect life, where go protect property, and where go bring development on the country. Now their responsibility to do those laws. And two, they go get oversight function to monitor the executive. Now the same people where they go executive, they apply for contract. Now then go come monitor the people where they give the contract. So things scatter because somehow politics money can't they easy. Anybody go look at people where they rich. Even the private sector where you they see why we get Nigerian private sector where the rich private sector people they only talk for government. Now because without government, no private sector billionaire will survive for Nigeria. None. They don't survive. So and the ones where the politician where you go to say supposed to get moral rectitude, they think say my children, my legacy, posterity. They say another one that they chop. They won't drive new motor. You won't buy new Jeep. You won't get convoy. So they go to romance people waiting for power. So now our challenge with that. Now government be the greatest means to riches today. So there's young people where they say make it wait, make it get patient. In the ask you say, now who chop the flesh waiting for the bone where you say make it get patient, they wait. So now be the problem. We need to get people where get moral, where they morally right, where they morally just, where believe in equity, who are responsible, where they get principle, where they commit to say that if you use public money, they do good for public people. If not be that kind of people, what will get? And if you talk, say no be from the leader, they start with the line. You cannot change a country. We don't reach Singapore. We reach Singapore.
I be wanting to say we get a lot of things to talk about. Make up for no waste your time because this talk will feed here for 2 hours or 3 hours. But very quickly, you mentioned issue around security, and security don't become something we be seen a big challenge for inside this country. I get a guess for inside this platform. We don't ask that question. Say, just like within Amnesty International talk recently, say over 680 something communities for Nigeria now don't be displaced, and that's very shameful in a sovereign state. Other people now they occupy other people's ancestral homes, and the person did ask a simple question that why is it hard for government to bomb those communities, knowing say people where they are illegal occupants? They get area view of those places. Why they not bomb them? So what do you think say be the greatest challenge for Buhari administration, this administration, successive administrations? What's be their greatest challenge to tackle this insecurity problem for Nigeria?
Now, different reasons, compromise, our religion, sentiment, our tribal reasons, so many reasons, and sabotage. So now the many reasons where they be that. So, and government need to get will to show say he no get scapegoat, he no get special people. Everybody now they are not picking for government, and anybody will kill any or another one go get the thing go get consequences. Because if you don't get consequences, we don't do here where they arrest somebody where bomb where do in Sokoto na Catholic Church United Nations bombing where they find out for Burunu government house. Nothing happened today. So we don't see many stories.
Now Christmas Day bombing be that.
Christmas Day
the person
bombing.
name Kabiru Sokoto Abi.
Kabiru Sokoto. We don't see places. So sometimes I pray self they recalibrate. They find it easy sometimes to the Nigerian problem too much. So you can see we don't see plenty problem where we say this kind of thing for other country. The people career don't finish. But for our country, now go elevate you. Now they go take say you feel organized bandits. You feel organize this into win because election are war here. Right, commander in chief. President will not just be honorary. Now, president will get command inside his own presidency. Now, be the kind of president we will get. Britain no get that kind of thing because the king they must get the power for command for military. By the British minister, prime minister. So now, what he don't promise say he go increase number of police. Today, how many they don't put? Because now police get internal security.
But you don't start to activate state policing now. That now one thing we will give a kudos for now.
State police now political statement. So the governors go, you go see what thing go happen here. Now I don't deal with SIEC. Now I write for SIEC matter. State Independent Electoral Commission. I don't write plenty things. If you go internet, you go see some day for the one where I write for my master. Especially about SIEC. They are the greatest fraud foisted on our democratic system. Because nobody they win. Now let party way there for governor they win. That's why it go be for governors when they bring this state police. It go be like now people where they don't like they go they arrest. Before you go work, it go mean say you go need to get benevolent leader. Who they benevolent with power for Nigeria? They don't get like that. So the major thing where they're supposed to they say that they want police for state so that local police go there. People will come from the state and then go the police themselves. If you still go to my local government now, people they there. The last election, person they for police headquarters where they follow them why they tell us say that they rig my election it is make they go now for my own village it ain't my local government. So it is not about say the people come from the place now from the head the rottenness day the head get rottenness. Even the policy where they put say when police don't stay so years you go how many of the IG where they don't go because the president say my own tribal people feel work for them. So look at many young people who no be their tribe, whether they be Ishan, whether they be Igala, whether they be Doma, whether they be Angas. They don't feel reach that level because their time go wipe out because somebody feels say no Nigeria they capable enough to manage that position except somebody where they don't work with in the past. So our process is not determined by competence, merit, and ability. It's determined by the interest of the whims and those who control the whims and those who control the caprices. So we need to have a situation that we have the understanding that we believe in ourselves. Say anybody where they born you, whether you be Mbula, whether you be Kiva, whether you be Magiva, whatever tribe where you be, government go always respect your interest and go protect your interest. Don't be say,
Thank you.
I must be your language person. We don't work together before. Now I'm going to be criteria of where they go to employ person. So we need to get that benchmark to be able to help Nigeria progress.
So as you don't talk on like this now, who be the presidential candidate will you support for 2027 among all the people then we BC don't come out? And why you believe say the person get the capacity to make a difference? And what you say the person go feed do, especially for this insecurity matter. You know, so you don't talk on like say they don't get the will to use handle the insecurity. You think say that person will they support go feed get their Kobe because you know say so talks in from the head. So to say that head go feed do that thing. Make handle that matter.
The person why they support, I know they hide the support person, you know they give money to me, but me don't know him. Say him, they very, very disciplined. Discipline where they talk, so don't be this kind of discipline. They don't say person get their military discipline. You won't pass like that. And discipline come with very good compass. You get the morally upright. They morality, we get ethics for him blood. Him as we see him so anything where they bad, they repulsive to. If you dey around at 24 hours. And you they do bad thing, you go no say you don't already know, he go just shift. He no sabi, he no be corrupt person. Now I'm there among all the presidential candidates where they know they talk say, you know be thief, I be thief, you know be there, no they accuse him. Nobody they accuse and reach that one. If nobody go tell and say you know if you go America because you don't get any case for America. None of it. The two other people feel they accuse themselves say they get case for America.
You know if you go America, is there people when don't get case for America?
The day where they always they accuse themselves. Tinubu they accuse Tinubu for American matter. They always accuse them, say they for internet, you go see them. So even they go they look for their file up and down. But for Peter, where me and the support. Peter, my person.
Oh, now Peter will be you the support.
Hey, yeah, they support him with everything. They support him.
The way he does the talk, I didn't like say the thing. He gets as
no,
they make your blood.
No. The man, I just say maybe they just give him 3 weeks because everybody go adjust. They know they tell person.
So what's it make you believe saying if he handle these issues then way be say you don't blast this administration for?
In they firm. And he get character where we say he no go feed the bend to the whims and caprices of people where we say they just want to destroy this country. For him, for Peter, now legacy the hungry am to prove. To determine say this country feel work. Say this country feel work even without oil. Say we feel with self-sufficient in.
But you know, say na legacy also worry Tinubu because na lifelong ambition when you won't use do legacy. Now so you come fulfill am.
Tinubu no be legacy. Tinubu just say he say Emi lokan. To ba te je pe Yoruba gan ni Emi inu Yoruba yen gan Emi lokan. He say it as a right. Peter is not seeing it as a right. Peter is seeing it as an opportunity if given to him. He will be able to do what can make this country a prosperous nation where everybody will have opportunity to say we are proud of our country. Peter, that's why Peter they doing things in his own and nobody getting energy. I'm telling you, I feel better with anybody. Nobody go to say budget and something enter budget for Nigeria budget where Peter don't know. Peter go read them from beginning to the end. Now, person where me I know one-on-one, and my guy, I deal with this morning.
So you mean say fake agency no go day?
No fake agency go day. No misappropriation go day. I dey tell you. As I talk to you, people they put this for budget too. Our budget be like wasteland too. Everybody they sneak something enter inside, waiting they want. Now Peter go do budget, even with National Assembly, if they go break in head, maybe they break in head, they don't go put something. Now waiting in this they go help Nigeria and I ain't go put inside. So now this wastage, people they talk about why money come DSS for Anambra in time. Don't be say the money where they come. Today, people they collect over 30 billion, 25 billion as monthly allocation. That time, then Peter na 2 billion, the 2.5 billion that they see for monthly allocation. He still save that kind of money. Not because money plenty, now because of say he cut out the waste way they.
But a lot of people don't blame him too. Say why you go save money when he be say build more things, build for instance cancer center, build more universities, build more this and that. Why you go they save money when people of Anambra they poor, they hungry?
Now the inexperience where they don't get with money management. Money na stability. Money na stable factor for every government where they come in. Where Tinubu come this government before I go back to Peter. Now they call and concussion because every day go they complain. Buhari no leave money. Now call they call and say that thing go they cause problem for not to. They talk about yes now.
So you mean say all that when they talk saying inherit bad economy?
Yes, now money where no meet for ground.
So people will call and tell and say make you keep quiet about that kind of thing.
Yeah, treasury empty. So people they talk say Peter keep money. Now debt they want make it keep like the base. What people they keep for our future children. Now what people want make them keep? The Peter no keep debt. Peter no one contractor. Gratuity, pension, arrears of salary, everything he pay before he leave. And that one thing people know, we will do study, we'll do small elementary economics. We will tell you, the money get what they call money formation. You get formation, and that formation business now to earn. You go earn money, you go save some, you go invest some, because things will go happen now. Oh yeah, if you just go block one day, money no there anywhere. Government will come in, they no see money because of emergency. Now be that way that they call sovereign wealth fund. Go read that to Peter side. Go read the Okonjo well at their book. When they want to do sovereign wealth fund for Nigeria under Jonathan, no governor support and only Peter support them, because he knows that there's need for crisis management in the future. Financial crisis can happen. So you can't be self-proof and just spend money, they empty them. So that if government come next inside, as you don't do, because government, waiting people don't know, government are continuum, not be one person work. So when you don't come, you go stabilize for the next person so that the state no go get financial crisis. He go save some, join the one where you don't save, they keep them. You go reach the level where the capital money for that state go reach. Now that money go to generate interest where they go to take, they run the state. They no go to touch the principal of the money again. Now the interest they go to take, you get the level where they go do it for 30 years. Money go full ground, principal go the rest. Now interest go to run the state. You get the way they go take do them. The state go come there so self-sufficient where we say federal allocation no go they bother them. So now the kind of future where they think for the state, where they think say yes, we need to create buffer ground where the state will get some level of safety. Because person no keep waiting if it's still. If it's still nothing will happen. People before and don't steal. People after and they steal. You know steal. So why they keep him? You know, so bankers were praising him, whether not Alex Oti, everybody praise him. Say this kind of thing never happened before. And all those students where you see when they call their school, they buy computers, they build schools, they build their hospital. Now that savings where it's a bit safe. And he cut the savings. Now from your own benefit, he cut the savings. Peter reduce, come out, what they call it, house where they for Lagos, the Abuja, all those where they call guest house, up there they call them government house Abuja. Because before they spend 30 million every month for that government house. He said, no, nobody they live there. Peter come, they carry entourage, they come Abuja when they be governor. Only him go enter and play the come. He reduce costs. Now those costs where he reduce for his own enjoyment where he's supposed to enjoy. Now be those money where he come full ground. Because the money know how to they spend. If they use fictitious items, they take block the money before you know 10 million here for travel, this one here for enjoyment, this one. You know they stay hotel.
So you mean say Peter Obi no go give contract to one friend where be say no bidding,
go ask him brothers and sisters.
You mean say 70% of the contract no go to one person where no bidding?
I say go ask him relative. They did there, and they happy because they discover say what he do for them. Now the best thing, yes is no pursue him family, yes is no pursue him. Go see people now. We just come up for Buhari children, government, their wife they for prison, their children they prison, then self go prison. So if they see something where people they do, people know he just want to create something for children to tell them say, we will make you rich through hard work by creating an enabling environment for you, but not be to steal government money where we will take make you rich, because that one had to steal the future of the future generations. So he know what he don't do, and that discipline when get to have firmness. He's a very disciplined person. A very firm person, and he has conquered greed. If not a person where you fit sit down with him for 2 weeks, you know go in fact now you go to do campaign for him.
So all this one we don't talk about, and I know say you don't want to win the talk where people talk say they're very controversial because in they insist say in win the 2023 election. You believe saying win that election?
Now we believe our person. I mean they always
because INEC talk different. Why you believe saying win the election?
Now today INEC exactly talk different for result. The day when they announce that result, now the whole country they sad. Tinubu no get supporter. Why there was no jubilation in Nigeria? Leave that thing. If person win election, now jubilant mood you go see for the whole country. Let me say Nigeria has come there like people where they sad. Nigeria was frustrated. Let me tell you something now. If you go to INEC IRF today now, go check Obi-Kwankwaso another part of Rivers result. It contradicts what was announced. I was not the only one who have done the investigation. Premium Times do a very
BBC said.
BBC do very that thing they there. Does that not invalidate that evidence? Does it invalidate the fact that the election was announced? It invalidates that announcement because that announcement no follow that result. That's why Bola Tinubu will be winner of Rivers. Are they for Kogi? I know what happened for Kogi. Are there other places? The problem is no be Peter fault. Now Peter go to
Kogi State too for Peter Obi.
I did there for my local government, Olaman Borough for local Jan and Jukuta. I was there. I did for ground. They point me who gone, me where they
but right now, this 2027 people they talk say no way Peter Obi go fit win the north. Maybe just forget about the north. Northeast, northwest, north central. Sir?
They wind people head. They rig election for people mind. And people, you say talk
so that people go fit accept the defeat when they rig
for your intro, you talk and my leg first boil. I say, cry. This football I play those days. Bless I won't plan today. You talk and say this opposition don't come together. Make I tell you, now APC narrative. My friends, they for their engine, now APC narrative.
Now just they go now. Make I give you that gist now, because you know, say President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, he win the primaries for inside this in second term with over 11 million votes, staggering 11 million votes. 11 governors don't promise and say they will give them 15 million votes plus. You understand? In fact, Oyo State alone said they will give them 2.5 million. Say, make you use your body. You know that kind of thing. So votes plenty when they promise them. And then now, what's it make them opposition don't talk saying, you know, say if you add for the last election, that vote when they release, the election result when they release, if you add Peter Obi 6 million plus, add Atiku 6 million plus, join together, they forfeit defeat Tinubu 8 million. Now, we be say almost all the governors for Nigeria, they under in party. They don't talk and say if the opposition no come together, it go hard to win them. So you think say NDC will be party where they just bond the other day? Go get what's in it. Take you know, go even wait me make us they shake it. Okay, no problem. Make I leave you. Tell me, what's in be the strategy? One I think so. Now go fit use win this election.
I they tell Nigerian people they don't try. They prove me. They shock me for 2023 because we would always be listening at duopoly. Now two side party we get for Nigeria. Any party no be breaking. Peter become carrying character.
That's so you don't be for a long time actually.
I don't believe him. I tell you. I know saying go win FCT, win Lagos, but say him win 12 states, Tinubu win 12 states, Atiku win 12 states, Peter no get one governor. All of them win the same 12 states based on what INEC announce. That one, what INEC announce. They get
now what's INEC announce? Now be the official. Now the way they talk and what's INEC announce.
No, the people they get my message as they talk and so they understand what I mean. Based on what INEC announce. Tinubu at that time they had about 20-something governor. Don't forget to. Peter be no get Chigbam, no even councillor. Now 12 states waiting.
Then get something governors, including the president at that time.
Including the president at that time. Make I tell you how the matter take happen. For Lagos, nobody since 1999. They don't PDP invest one kind of money, carry Atiku do chairman, go Lagos. They don't feel win Tinubu. They will arrest them for code of conduct, make them feel shake them. They don't feel win them. You understand? They don't feel win them. They do everything to try to win them. They don't fit. So the matter be say, the true matter be say, the game, waiting there for the game, for
okay, sir.
Everything where they try to do. Just 1 second.
Okay, sir. All right, no problem. No problem at all. All right. It's been such an interesting conversation, and I'll be opening the phone line very shortly in case you have questions to ask the guest in the studio. I'd really love you to bring on your questions because I know say Ingo readily available to answer on our questions and to respond to the questions we be say on our get. And then maybe we should just look at other things we be say they happen for inside Nigeria whilst we wait for our guest to come back and join us from that brief break we be say in the go like that. Make I see some things that happen for inside Nigeria. So panic don't they, as it said, the federal government don't impose new electricity tariff on top of universities, teaching hospitals over renewable energy. And of course, now the Oga Minister for Lights, now I don't talk this one. I don't want to hear anybody saying a Minister for Darkness. Go ahead, sir. I've been just make announcements for them.
For Lagos, no investment where PDP no put for 16 years to win Lagos. They no fit. Peter, not be Peter defeat the Tinubu for Lagos. Now the people realize there's nothing.
But the APC don't talk. Say that enough repeat itself
they
again.
Break people head. That 2023 they break people head.
Then talk say now it no go fit happen again for 2027. Say nothing will make it happen.
And they try to tell you now they do all side of tradition. They try to bring violence come for the team. But the people now then go determine their future. Don't forget in Rivers in Delta State, Peter won 80% of the vote. The governor na PDP. The councillors for the whole state na PDP. The whole local government chairman, the House of Reps, Senate na PDP. The vice presidential candidate to Atiku na Delta State, former governor for 8 years, former senator. Now Peter na win 80% of the vote for that state. 80%. For Plateau State, where they for out of the north, where nobody feel believe say Peter go fit win. Now 1 million people Peter take come up for there. The people were tired. That same decisions that led to their defeat are still eminent in our lives today.
You sure say right now they never changed their allegiance to another person, any other candidates? Most of these people.
Look, if you see statistics, you go now sampling you they do. We know they do something without seeing the nature of Nigeria. That's why the President Tinubu and his government, they struggle every day. His supporters, they struggle every day. For Nasarawa and Co, they lost. For FCT, they lost. They had all this infrastructure, all this political architecture, they had it. But not be about them. Now, but they don't touch the life of the people. They never be change anything now. 10 years don't pass. It's 2015. Another 3 years don't pass on that Tinubu. Nothing don't change. No magic where they don't perform, say they do one thing, where it spark the economy, where people they enjoy. During Jonathan time, make I tell you, people they buy Tokubo car, 3 million, 2.5 million, 1.7 million. Car. Today, import for car, Tokubo car don't reduce. Now only car, you know the car where people they buy? If I use the third hand where another Nigerian guy use, now within Nigeria they buy Tokubo now. No be Tokumbo again. Now fairly
car don't they very expensive now.
So you can see what they happen. Nobody say they open any plant. People there where they produce car. About 3 different Nigerian companies they produce car for Nigeria. Nobody say they carry this fuel subsidy money. Say this one at the extra will get 50.8 trillion. Call these 3 people and say take this money, go they do mass production of car. Give them to Nigerians at the lowest price of 1.5 million. You know the kind of capital where you do. You know the kind of way the economy go boom. They know they think. They just they do this money anyhow. They tell you the economy go boom because these factories go get excess money. They go bring more machinery. They go need more production. Their people go come. They see plenty cars for street where go come be saying are locally manufactured where they work. So that these are simple arithmetic where they know they think. Where they think say they also themselves. Even the president and the National Assembly people now imported vehicle that they use. They have to buy brand new vehicles where they imported. So that if you get people where they think, they're not going to think the way that they think. So for the election, not be about how many governors where they get. They try to intimidate people, but then they self know, say they know they sleep. And me as a Bible talk say no sleep for the wicked. So the problem they, and we need to accept, say the only we need to do now not to allow them to do that misinformation. That rigging of the mind, where they try to talk, say, opposition must come together. No. That is why if you look at the framers of our constitution, they said the country shall operate a multi-democratic system. You understand? In Osun, this Osun election way pass. You know, say more than 5 parties contest, about 10 plus party contest.
But now only 2 prominent parties.
No, it was accord prominent before the election. The people know
accord was not. So which lesson it is say the NDC don't learn from inside this Osun election, and how it is say go use shape the 2027 election?
The lesson we don't learn be say we go make sure say waiting cause our failure in 2023. Where rigging day is 9 be one thing, and that thing na because say the people where they entrust with the people to put agent for polling units, they don't put agent.
So when I don't correct that thing now.
That thing we don't get double agent. Not be just agent. So
across all the over 800 and something thousand polling units. Now 700 and something thousand, but now 700 and something thousand polling units, but if we reach
176,000. 176,000.
Okay.
It's 176,000. So that has been corrected, and it will be corrected in a very effective manner. And for this election, you go say no government get the infrastructure, especially the military, to be in 176,000 polling units. Make I tell you the truth. They don't fit. Now the people get that kind of power. People want to blame, Peter Ameh didn't fight for his right.
But APC talks say they even get two people set for each polling unit. That's what
that one are the human being. No be police or soldier where they take threatening people now. Now human being where we say go put there, then say go put there. So everybody go be civilian there for the thing they take out the local. The thing where I be one talk we say 2027, 2023. I see the magic way Nigerians do. When Nigerians don't allow their spirit to get dampened. When they notice say waiting and do no cause commotion for the system. They don't already change how our democracy works. That's why people can go to accord and make sense of it out of it. For accord now, over 511,000 people don't preach for accord party where nobody know for Osun before. So our people they very smart if they want something. And how did they save Adeleke? Nobody Adeleke save himself. More than that thing now war where APC carry come, more than 50 people died for that election. But the people say that if you bring money to buy vote, they go Caesar.
Then talk say the war enter got herself. Say they collect their money 50,000, 30,000. Say enter bush.
So now the people now them save that election. Nobody can save the election.
So what's in the NDC they do to make sure they galvanize the people this much and then teach them how to not just vote, but vote and stand by their vote? I think now the ability to stay and protect their votes might be the ultimate. No, I don't know whether I don't hear what in Wike talk recently. Say, may everybody even forget about River State. Say nobody go win any place or River State. And we know that River State was originally won by P2P, if you go by that. Yes, exactly. And then don't talk, say if to saying day or Osun State, say or she to say presidency won't get Osun, say go get Osun. So if something like that plan to happen for 2027, waiting the NDC go do and waiting they plan to how then they plan to sensitize the people to make sure say they stand that give it back. That kind of thing.
Now believe where people believe Wike that time. Some people for our camp they believe say Wike go to be good person. Now I make that kind of loophole happen. And because if not, no way where that result where they announce again, where in lose, where they go announce a different result. Where problem for no, where people for no fight for their right for River State. This time, people I don't open. That thing where they think say go happen, it no go happen. Wike was there in 2023 when that Obi-Kwankwaso in his own place when that result was announced. When that result was announced before what was officially announced by INEC change. So, and people they forget say, if you say we don't lose 10 people, don't forget, say Kwankwaso no day with us before 2023. Binani no day with us 2023. Marafa no day with us 2023. More people don't even come join. You think why it is APC they panic? APC they panic now. If Kwano bring 2 million votes now, matter don't end. Which state get more votes like that? They panic well. They know they sleep. Now just Nigeria, you say they get one. If you see Bashir Ahmed talk, say they get one kind information unit where they do for city boy and movement, where they go to talk, say, oh, the opposition should have come together. Why didn't the opposition come together? All those things now strategy where they try to take real people's mind. And they go always they talk, say, the election don't end now. Why they go for that? It don't end now to put fear for people's mind. They don't get the power, they don't get the numbers where require for 176,000 units to determine that Nigeria cannot have a voice. If Nigeria truly wants say they won't make this country work, they won't make things change, they must put their foot for ground because everybody, if you do 3 election cycle, if you be 30 years, you do 3 election cycle, you know how many it be that? That's 4 times 3. You know how much don't go? 12 years don't come out. The person don't become 42 years old. So, not be about to tell you, they say future not tomorrow, where you don't feel fight for it. Me, I don't decide to put my leg for the ring. I don't decide to go to what I go fit do to make sure say the interests of our own people self they protected. And the people they talk say, now life where you live well, no matter, no be how long. We need to save this country. This country is bleeding. It's bleeding from maladministration, from mismanagement, from lack of purposeful leadership that is committed to taking Nigeria out of poverty. There's no commitment at all whatsoever by those who hold sway today in our polity. They don't believe that things can work for good. They are more interested in their own comfort. I can tell you this, I have a lot of friends in power. I know how things have changed for them. I know how over the years of the 20 years, something years I've been in the position. I've seen that even some of my friends can reach out to me and say, Peter, you know they tire you. Come join us. Let me say, I know they get friends. The opportunity day. Anybody will want day for table. Even small boys who then leave us just now for obedient movement. I say as the largest that they enjoy for.
So you're saying that politics is the quickest way to get rich in Nigeria?
I am telling you, that's why they are spoiled their attitude of our youth. Because our youth stays in the community. Somebody is appointed as a minister from his community. Before you know, he has taken 5 hectares of land, building his house in the village. Our youth stays in the same community with the same people. They live in the same ecosystem with them. Our young people see what they do with the level of convoy that the minister rides, a local government chairman carry about, a governor carries about. These are the things that affect the attitude to labor by young people. Because if somebody can do it, why can't I do it?
So if you believe in Peter Obi too much, recently they appoint you as the Oga of the OK movement, Obi-Kwankwaso movement. Why you leave?
And that belief make me leave. Because you know they're easy to leave power for Nigeria. We there for meeting. We there meeting. We they talk and at the year talk. And there's been listen to advice. So people they talk say, this is your Senate. You they popular for your place. This is no go divide your attention. This is no go divide this thing. Even Peter Obi was in the meeting. To be sincere with you, and they were shocked by the decision I took. They didn't even ask me. As they were just talking, and one guy just said that, and I said, look, sincerely, before I came here, this was my decision. I want to concentrate on my senatorial race. Before I would say stop, I've announced my resignation.
But people they talk say that excuse. And waiting day in the paper say you give. People talk say there's actually fragmentation.
No, there's
say,
no fragmentation.
Say problem day for the OK movement leadership. You just give that one as just flimsy excuse to make it look like say no problem.
Now Peter name now be now. Kwankwaso name na K.
Now make the act because the two leaders they see them they work together. But people they come they talk say the OK movement then get quarrel they fragmented though. Wahala day for the leadership oh. Now what you make and like me answer this one? Maybe cancel all those things or perhaps tell us the real truth.
A day before I announced that me and Peter Obi were in Enugu together. Peter came from Benin. He came from Benin. We're in Enugu together. We're in Usuka. We went to Otukpa. We went to Otukpo Nobi. We came back to Suka. We went to Kogi. We went to Grimmant Nursing School and Nursing School in Ayimba. We went to Emekutu in Ankpa. We went to how they call it Uko, Onuba Uko. We were together and went back to Onitsha. Then I came to Abuja. It was the next day that I resigned. So I was with him. I'm not somebody that I was with him. I moved around with him. I saw the stress he went through to go to this community by driving on the road and see how the roads are. And I saw that, okay, if I have to do OK movement and to go about with him, who is going to run my senatorial district for election for me? That I just saw it as a reasonable person, as a person who is not tied to power, who is not tied to pecuniary, whatever reason to be able to hold on to power. And I just made a very well-informed decision. Many people who support me were heartbroken. Even in the meeting, there are people who believe in my nomination. They were telling me I should have discussed with them. In the same meeting, I should have at least discussed with them. I begged them. I said, there are a lot of people who can do this job. You love me, I no doubt. Jackie Wires, I can mention their names. You love me, no doubt. You like my character. You believe that I'm disciplined. I know discipline, Rich Peter Obisha, but I discipline in my own way. So, as you believe that I be like that, please, make I take and join together. Make I look for somebody who good one. Make I allow me go run this Senate. So make I not go blame people later. Say that because I do too many things. And there's a jack of all trades. You know, he's the master of none. Make I go do this thing. Now, what you make me take that decision? Nothing else, nothing more. If I for fight, people will know my history. The same person they fight me, I go fight and hold my crown. As long as I know the thief matter, as long as no be bad character, as long as I not to sustain struggle. Now, waiting be my political trajectory with that to defend my rights to the last blood of in my vein. So, but this is a voluntary decision that was very important. In fact, when I came home, make a note, even my wife quarrel me. They tell me, say, this kind of decision what I take, I suppose discuss with people. So, but this is life. You take decision based on your principles. Because this senatorial election, 97 wards, about 1,700 polling units, 9 local governments, very big place.
So are you stating categorically that there is no issue, no problem, no trouble, no fragmentation in the OK movement?
There's no problem between the two leaders. They are very united. They are very.
And I mean, they're supporters and people who work for them. No problem between them at all.
No, there's no problem. As soon as
how about with the NDC hierarchy? The obedient movement versus the OK movement versus the NDC hierarchy.
There's no problem.
No problem at all.
No problem. There could be some people can be insinuating and some people can be, but I'm telling you, they are working very well. They are putting on materials and men together to be able to run the election. And I'm very confident that these leaders will come out, triumphant at the end of the day if they remain committed to the true ideas that bind us together, which is the discipline, character, and the principle of egalitarianism that we believe that Obi has. Those are the things that I have stood with him for a very long time. Over the last 16 years, I've been somebody who have been known him, and I have not wavered or even with all the pressure from people. I'm telling you, there are people who left Obedient movement who are in APC today. You can't believe it. So, but people just think that to have resources or to have money is the means to, it's not true. We have had people in this country, ministers who were ministers of finance, where you hear their name, you quiver, you shake to the foundation. But today they are nowhere to be found, because if they are not better than lots of the people, they didn't build, electric train across Nigeria that people will remember them. I'll say, that one. I've seen Minister of Finance die in this country. Nobody remember them were the once Minister of Finance. governance. But
Okay. Okay, sir. So let's quickly talk about your own ambition. Your state's a very rugged state. Forgive me for using the word rugged. How do you think you beat? It's not Ododo you beat, because people they talk saying Yahaya Bello through the face of the hand of Esau and the voice of Jacob. How did it talk about Bible? So how it is say go fit beat the do of Ododo and Yahaya Bello for inside Edo State and Kogi State, especially as it concerns your senatorial district? How you think say the NDC go fit survive?
Kogi State are 3 senatorial districts. You get west, you get central, you get east. Me, I come
yes.
from Yahaya and Ododo come from central.
Yes.
On election day,
the battle line with Natasha for that side.
On that day, they go there very busy that day. Now we for Kogi East go determine the future of Kogi East. Now we be Igala and Bassa people. And as Igala and Bassa people, we go determine say who get the competent, who get the character, who the discipline enough, where we go, we no go disappoint.
So you think say you get more popular and you get more public acceptance past the APC candidates?
By far, it's for my local government. He knows. He knows. It's for my local government. He knows that if you pay us together before afternoon, I'll defeat him in my local government. First of all, to start with, is the truth. You can do a little of survey. I'm from Malama Borough local government. And just do a little bit of don't ask of Peter Ameh because there's a name.
You know, say one of the strategy where people they talk, say the ruling party they deploy, or perhaps they plan to deploy, and we will see play out a little bit for inside Osun State. Now, the case where they call voter intimidation, we go fit cause voter apathy. If that kind of thing happen, we'll see as it happen for inside Osun State, where people vex and they catch the people who were intimidated, they catch them, use them make example. But what will be your strategy? What you plan to do for your constituency to ensure, say, that voter intimidation no lead to voter apathy?
Yeah, we go try to tell our people. Our people they suffer well. The government don't really forget our people. Government really abandon them. Of successful government, not be just this government we did here now. Don't really abandon people for Igala Basaland, and you know, be saying a joke. If no be that one, I for no contest now because I still want to say, if I contest and eventually our people support me, I go fit change the narrative about the bad leadership when they don't come our place. No government present for my place at all. If you walk around, you go see schools where roof they fall off. You don't go see cars. You know, my place not be place. Some people follow me go my place. They're going to tell me for example where would they live last week. Say, more, you get work to do. But we are really determined to do that work. Our people are very good people. And our people are they get one kind of discipline where we say if they don't take their decision, say they go follow you. They do it for SDP. If not be say overnight magic, which we will.
I'm not be smart, you know. SDP for win the election, no.
They win.
SDP will not even be strong party like that. When people they talk.
Now our people, when they don't vest, they know there's a big vest, small vest. Our people will get character. They're very disciplined. Even pride. Now waiting the gala Basaman get. You know they like insult. So if they see I'm saying the thing will be like that, they're ready to come outside. And I'm telling you, the way the team be, you don't say will not be this kind of person where we say, hey, maybe you're there for Benin City now. If you come from Delta, they go say, now all of us, they're going to go feel recognized easily. If you come our community, you know be Gala person, now they're going to say you know be our brother. So that election day, now Gala people go determine their future. But some people go join, determine the future. So not be waiting go days. STP not there anywhere. Now our people now invest, now invest them first. Say see what they go do. And they do one. No, the person, in fact, the day of election, the other parties where they for power, they spread money for polling unit. The people know SDP no get money, but the vote they go on, they enter. So in about decision where the people go make, the people know they like inexperienced like where people they think. They know they that so beaten like people they think. When you give them a reason to believe, say this thing go fit save the life of their children, this thing go fit create future for them. I'm telling you, they go put every energy, they go put body, and person where body no full, you know go put body.
No go near.
Body full. You no go near. Because you go they see for their eye. Say they don't take decision or say see what they want to. And me, I know say they know my heart. They know the kind of way where they behave. They know me say me now person where they feel the problem of our people well. And they know say me they very disciplined. Because I know they're easy to do for opposition. Even for my state, they're easy to cross. Even boys when me I sponsor 2023, they don't give them appointment all. When me take my own money sponsor for House of Assembly under me when I they run for election for 2023. They one of them will get one of the biggest appointments because they won't come out from our body. Now everybody will then give appointment for this year, for this APC, for my local government post 2023. Now people with me I bring come politics. They fear. They know what nobody go and try it. There before of them. All of them go there for APC by 2023 election. They were with me. But today, now all of them get appointment. The people where they the other side where they fight us, where they for APC, none of them they give them one more appointment.
Those ones are not go vex.
You know, one person don't turn himself to zombie now. Zombie, follow me, follow. And I also then go to be. If you then say no, I they tell them. Even if I will tell them say, you better make come follow us. So if you follow us, you know say your profile go high. Now they tell they take the joke with them. Everybody, the person where I come up from PDP, as secretary of PDP, give him status of assembly for where me I take my money back, where me I take my money sponsor. He is now special advisor to the governor on grassroots and mobilization and development for 3 local government federal constituencies. He's an SA. Special advisor, no be special assistant self. So there be 4 of them like that where they get that opportunity. And all of them by that 2023, for 2 years, they were with me in the same convoy, in the same campaign vehicle. Some of them were sleeping in my house, both in Abuja and Lokoja and my village. In fact, one of them was because they were trying to attack him from on the 23rd of that day until the end of election, maybe 29th. The election was 27th February also, 25th or 27th February. It was in my house. The election was announced. You know if you go in house, he don't get appointment. So they know us. If our place, they know say we. Nah, people where they chop remain for another person. We love our people, where our people love them. So no be say something where they take make by man. We never reach house. Since we just go house once when I go with Peter to my place. So I just pass. I never come house, but the heat they feel the heat.
Thank you. Nigerians phone lines are open. Please do well to join the conversation. You can call the WhatsApp numbers on your on the screen, or just look at the pinned post. You see a link on the pinned post. Please just join that link and get into the studio. Or you call the WhatsApp number 0808 679 0808 675 9679. That's 0808 675 9679. You can also call 0817 029 4077 0817 029 4077, or you just click on the link on the pinned post. It will bring you to the studio. Good evening, sir. Thank you so much for joining us. Welcome.
Hello, good evening, Precious.
Okay, Tiwa Danjuma, please give me a moment. Let me take the phone call. Good evening, Sam. Welcome. Go ahead, please.
Thank you very much. I want to contribute.
Go ahead, sir.
To the program. I'm calling from the Republic of Congo.
What's your name, sir? From the Republic of Congo. What's your name, sir?
Yeah, my name is Dr. Samuel Azongo.
Dr. Samuel Azongo. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, I'm coming back to Nigeria to participate.
Go ahead.
A few things I want to comment on.
Okay, sir.
First, I want to tell Nigerians that the opposition is using psychological warfare against the public.
The ruling party or the opposition?
The ruling party.
Oh, they're using psychological warfare against the public.
Against the public.
If you break and down, because it can't be like say just a talk waiting or me don't talk just now. If you break and down the way you mean, no whether at the same thing or not they mean.
By telling people that, by showing what people should be saying when they are not saying it, that is what they should say. For instance, they say opposition should come together. It's nonsense.
But they go tell you say they look from the 2023 election, saying that because of say Obi and Atiku no work together and I make them lose.
No, it's not true. The 2023 election was rigged against Peter Obi. They took him from first position to third position and reduced his votes. Those were not Peter Obi's votes. And those people who voted for Peter Obi as even going to vote more. That is number one. So they want to say if opposition doesn't come together, the opposition cannot win. So if they do not rig, if they come to rig, they can argue that it's because opposition didn't come together. That is why opposition did not win. It is nonsense.
Okay, sir. All right.
They are just doing psychological yes against the public.
Okay.
So they are selling them a dummy. They are selling them a dummy to buy. That is one thing. Secondly, the issue of I've been watching to see the preparation and seeing that there are several bodies that are preparing to make sure that the election is free, fair, and credible by getting results from the polling units and looking at the votes, and they're protecting the votes to the counting, the World Counting Center and then to the local government center, and then to the state, and to the federal government, to the national level. Once this is achieved, the opposition will lose. Two, there has been such massive, such unprecedented poverty in Nigeria now. Those of us who are outside the country and go to Nigeria and come back, are suffering out here because every day we have to send money to Nigeria. There's no day that I not get 5 calls. Brother, please, somebody died here. We can't even get money to buy food to feed people. Can't even buy caskets. Help us. Why are you asking these questions? Because there is poverty. What do they call the GG in Nigeria? The subsidy, the removal. It's only for the governors and local government chairman. In fact, it's for the governors. They're collecting all the money from the local government chairman. So the local governments are not being reflected. So the economy in the bush, in the villages, is very poor. It's comatose, it's zero. And people know it. And they know that it's APC. The third point I want to contribute, which nobody is talking about, is that APC brought insecurity into Nigeria. They brought these bandits that are attacking people. They brought them to fight Jonathan, so that if Jonathan wins, they will fight in Nigeria. And the people, the governor of Niger State, of El-Rufai talked about it, that they have been giving money to the bandits, to the people they brought. The Katsina State governor talked about it. Nobody accosted them. Nobody's even talking about that. The insecurity is created by APC. It is not other people.
No, sir, but insecurity existed before APC. Jonathan's administration suffered it.
Listen to me.
Sir?
When Jonathan was in power, when Jonathan was in power, how many kidnappings took place? There was only one school problem in Chibok. And then they said there was insecurity. Then there was the other one happening in Borno. It came from the root of the war in Borno, where Mudi Sherif was governor and created that syndicate. Then later I link up with ISIS and all these international terror organizations for sponsorship. I went to the Global Business Roundtable.
You help me make it quick, sir, so that others can ask questions, so that we can release the guests.
Yes, I went to Global Roundtable in South Africa, and Business Roundtable in South Africa. The guy who was commander of the forces of the mercenary forces that Jonathan brought talked to us there. He said they had finished the issue of Boko Haram. It is when Buhari came inside. The night that they were going to clear that thing, Buhari became president the following day. Buhari stopped them and disbanded it and said he should leave the people. Nigerians forget that the people were saying that Buhari was, if they want to negotiate, they should negotiate with Buhari. People forget this thing so easily.
Well, they deny that never happened, though. But it's okay.
How can they deny? They deny it. I say I heard him. I said, the man spoke. I can't remember his name. We were at the Global Business Roundtable. He spoke there about it.
Okay,
openly, what's happening in Nigeria.
If you have a direct question to the guest, can you just go ahead and ask so that he will respond to you?
Yes, the direct question is, now that he has left that position in
NDC,
who has he replaced?
The movement.
Yes, who have they replaced with? And how effective is that person? And how can he multiply himself across the country? Because he needs to multiply him. He needs to multiply himself across Nigeria.
Okay.
What plan does he have for that? Because he can't just leave that place and leave a vacuum. Because he has been very effective. So he can't just leave that place and leave a vacuum. What is he doing to multiply himself across Nigeria?
All right. Hi, Chief, sir. You heard that question. You heard all the contribution. Let me let you respond to it. And I see you grinding. Go ahead, sir.
I'm very grateful for your statement, because you have helped me put the proper perspective to what I've been trying to communicate by rigging the minds of Nigeria. When you say it was a psychological warfare. And it's actually a psychological warfare, and they are selling a dummy to Nigerians. Those were your words, and sincerely, these are true. Because I can tell you one thing, that there are people who voted for Obi who will not vote for Atiku. There are people who vote for Atiku who will not vote for Obi. And the reason why the APC government is actually in panic mode is because they know the actual number that Obi got. If these numbers were 14 million, the numbers are there.
So you they try talk say you get what they know where other people know. No, I make the panic.
I mean, I tell you now, our friends.
Hey.
They know the actual number. So that's why you see, say, even if they ask any spokesman for APC government, something for television, when you know concern P2B, they go bring and come inside. Because now that they try to disparage, now that they try to make people feel say they make mistake, now that they try to make people say they no get the character where they say in get. Now the only thing will be their challenge. So you
think Atiku no they worry them rich?
No, Atiku no they worry like that because Atiku no get where he won't win the election from. Because first of all, if then they talk not, you go talk of Plateau, Benue, Taraba, Kogi, Nanja, FCT, Kaduna. So all these things they there. No be just say because you talk not, you don't finish. And if for not, you need to win South. No place will make one person president. South no will make Bola Tinubu or Peter Obi president. And not alone no will make one person president. So if you look at statistics from the last election, you look at North Central, the two people who drag for North Central, the only two people who drag here, we can make them win this election, now Peter Obi. And Peter Obi vote was taken. They put him for third now because they're not saying go court. He must go court, go fight. That's why they carry him for third. And at the truth where everybody know. And Oga, I thank you for what you talk. Now, what you talk, many people they talk. Say, we're supposed to put people across Nigeria. And I assure you, say, because I don't do inter-party advisory council before as national chairman, national secretary. We know people across Nigeria, way better resources, way better persons, way they fit do this job. So we don't make some recommendations. And Oga said, being that somebody will get vast experience for public and private sector, he get people too, where then they put together too. But I assure you, say, the kind of way they do them now, he don't let some mistakes. So he don't in finger they don't burn them small for 2023 for people who in trust, for people where they front to do the right thing, where they don't do the right thing. So when they take out, they look this thing one by one. My only plea to Nigeria is, I mean, I know allow them defeating now. They fear now. I tell you, they are afraid. People where they contest election, they fear. So now make Nigeria no allow them defeating now because if we create an environment for free and fair election, that means Nigeria go better. The reason why Nigerian government know they serve the interests of the people now because now no free fair election, no legitimacy with the election. People feel say that if bring themselves come power. So my own plea, why they plead generally with our people, now make them no resign to fate, make them no disengage from the process, make them no become disillusioned with the mistakes will happen for 2023. Make them repeat class, we could pass the exam so that we'll create Nigeria where really they respect Nigerian interests. And I am very confident. Say the support we Peter Obi enjoy last time go double this time. Yeah, but they no go see the vote still. Now the thing way. Now the only difficult way they get.
So nobody go tip the vote again.
Then they no go see a thief. They no go see a thief. Everybody, you go see the from EC8, you go full everywhere. You go there public, go there.
From EC8A, you remember. So you see this from EC8A, no vex. So before I take callers, then we don't enter studio. You know, say INEC don't they drag hand for people here. Say no gonna no use IREV, use collate result to.
No be IREV. They're from EC8A, where agent they collect for pulling unit.
And that one I did they upload for IREV now. So
yes,
maybe say.
Now, but the last time they upload goat, they upload handkerchief, they upload newspaper. Now, if we get the one complete and we take the do one, you go see the way we want to take they do the answer. And except go no. My friend, one of my friends use them for Imo State too. Before they do them, we don't pour everything for INEC their website too. Pour them for their WhatsApp groups. They see the result here, may not check them. You go see them, it go happen. This time we're ready. Now me they assure Nigerians say.
And if we calculate that one finish, INEC no congre announce it na calculate.
INEC no do anything. Now the voice popularly voice there. Now the voice of people, the voice of God. Now be say people just relax. That 2023 say INEC they promise better things. Say they go do better things. No, nobody go relax for their body. No, we go put body this time. And if their own body no full, they no go put body because we go put body for this matter. You know this matter. Nigeria don't too suffer now. Where you say they see what they happen now. No job, nothing. It's that people waiting for government, they're very arrogant. Everywhere in the world, it is the people in government that serve the people outside government. But Nigerians, they serve people waiting for government. Now they give them luxurious life. Now then they chop life, like say they did for 5-star hotel, like say they be bona boy. They not be 5 stars. They are just normal public servants. We're supposed to serve people. They don't be anything. They just be normal Nigerian. There's a Supreme Court judgment where don't talk say person will be minister, no they different from person will be cleaner for Minister of Defense. Now the same thing they be for Nigeria. But we don't raise one kind of class where no they exist and one kind of fake class where people will just come, carry election, write results, announce themselves, impose themselves on the people and let the people go to it. Nobody they go hell this time. All of us go there and announce new results. Where go work for our people. Everybody know. INEC know. And INEC go see say people ready. Now let me say my only fear. Now say people they allow this psychological warfare. I don't go places where they talk about it. I talk about plenty television station. My only fear. Now say people they allow this dummy way people they say about opposition united. In fact, when they bring that thing, can't give it to me. I did there. You know my opinion. I think I said, "Okay, leave this matter. Make this people they go. This people don't know what they do."
So then you say you don't believe for this G100 thing where they want
no
to do like
G100, no then now what did they do G100? They don't people just gather 100 of their name, just they talk say G100. What did they do? Who they want to talk to? I think we're not ready to drop down for P2B. Primaries don't over. Candidates don't emerge. Substitution, even when you want to do substitution, you don't go come out for president candidate, go to substitution, go be vice president candidate, also come out. A parties don't emerge. Waiting everybody's supposed to do now to go ready for campaign. Anybody where they do GO 100 on behalf of Article, they do them because they know say there's no momentum on that side. And it was majority of his people. And the day when they call Peter and I went no, the other day, I know they talk things where they happen because me no one they care. Person why I do close to the things they carry in private something they come outside. The thing be say than them they create them. Now then they push
but
them.
Mr. High Chief, sir, you know say they want Article person when we don't accuse Peter Obi talk say in the talk say he won't contest, but for back in they go they beg people, make them beg Article, make it step down for
her. They tell you not lie.
Hey,
1 million lie. Peter and a person whether they like public controversy. If not, if I mention names that they take column, but you know they like all this kind. You tell me say, I tell you say. Just one just deal on issues. He just want to talk about power. You want to talk about agriculture. Now lie. Peter no they beg anybody. Peter knows that the people love him, and he love them too.
All right, T.Y. Danjuma, you're welcome. Mr. Prestige, you're welcome. Go straight to your question, please.
Hello, sir.
Good evening, sir. Welcome. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Your network is bad. I don't know if it's just me or from.
I know they hear you already.
I don't know if it's from my end. Your network is bad. Your network is bad.
Try them again.
Did you hear me?
So you have
Hello?
It's better now. Go ahead. Yes, better.
Hello?
Go ahead now. Yes, please go ahead. We can hear you now.
Mr. Mo. Okay, like say signal here no the now. Yes, High Chief. Now say I get question for you. 2 questions, but one you don't answer. I was trying to accuse you, say you abandon your boys as a general. Go enter inside bunker. We will never start. But you have explained that one. So I thank you. But the second question, if you look at what they happen now, the way APC people they play their politics. If you take some of the pronouncements where some people don't make, like Senator Fada will say, like Senator Faleke, we come from your Kogi area, we go put mouth for or show no concern them, and the kind of ruffle where they try to do there. And then you look at that pastor, I've been an apostle, he call himself for Oyo State, a special advisor, one of the special advisors to D7, where they threaten the video, although he don't apologize, say he misspoke. And then you look at Tenebe, all the threats where he don't they talk.
Edo State APC chairman. Now, don't forget the local government Abuja Council chairman too recently.
That one too, Danjuma, where my namesake. We go also the threatening people. So if like say the strategy now to the threatening opposition. Now, if you come to Kogi and you know say you get some area boys there, how you go feel battle someone like Ododo, even though you're not contesting, but how you go fit you go fit play that ruffle with them, as one contesting for Kogi East Senatorial seat. How are you? Can you, as I look you so? I don't know whether you go fit. Because be like, be like somebody. Your body still fresh.
Too much.
Yeah, your body still fresh. I never, no sign say any garage boy. This thing, even the way we take the speak, be like
and in voice, not a sound like saying they drink 50 years old whiskey.
Yes, can you like person they drink vodka and all those? Can you really go to the mud with some of these area boys? Thank you.
Say for 2023 election, I may be the person who anchor Kogi State entirely for Labour Party. I mean, I live inside the village throughout the election. That's why I don't really do anything for Abuja that time, because me, I be just one more to win presidency. So I've been there for one village. In fact, sometimes if those people, if our people they hear this, they leave one place where they call Omala, one forest like that, to go back to my own local government by 1 a.m. in the dead of the night. I go live there with my people, with my supporters, with our convoy to go back to village by 1 a.m. in the dead of the night. And we do all those. Even on collation day, they've been point gun for my head for collation day. This is why they talk. People there where they go bear witness to them. So we did there whether we fight that fight. But it's just as say we don't know, say, as we say that they fight, people don't already inside they rig the election. Now the only mistake will maybe that we said we don't enter inside that compound, that collation center for Lama Borough local government that day. Make it not happen. But it don't happen, and we don't learn our lesson for them. But I assure you, say, we and our supporters, they ready to defend the vote where they won't give us. And we they sincerely ready, because the people where they tell you so for like 3 days, people they my compound, they cry. This is not living testimony where you go check for my local government any day, anytime, and Ankpa local government and the federal constituency where I come from. People there, they come in, they cry, they go, they cry, they go. And we see the pain where they for our people face for that election where they rig. So I assure you, say our people don't already resolve. Say this is not going to happen again. It not going to happen. Say we won't break their head. It not happen. Say because we not going to allow them do that thief way that they take the thief vote. We not going to allow them this time, because we will put mechanisms in place to try to prove our point that this country belongs to all of us. That Kogi East now we itself now we get inheritance to hold for there as somebody will be purified son of the soil. So that will not be waiting anybody supposed to fear. I'm not going to put my head for something just because say I just want to go do popularity contest. No, I want to win. I want to represent our people. I want to make our people enjoy good governance. I want to make them see how life be for other communities. And they travel all the whole Nigeria now. And our people where they travel for Nigeria, even the ones waiting for diaspora, they see us sufferness there for our place. They know, they go tell you. You go see us government. Our people be like people where we say they're there for Nigeria, and people where they for government don't forget them. That's it. No day. If you get chance, if you just go spend some time for Kogi East, our people are very resilient, very hardworking, very respectful, and humble people. But because of bad governance and thuggery in governance, they don't scare good people come up for participating. So we will not go feel scared. Our responsibility is to rescue, to bring new life of governance to our people. And we're determined to achieve it. We're very determined to achieve it. I don't want to say at whatever cost, but that is our conviction that we will go participate. If not, I was enough of campaign council here. They try to enter AC car and follow the campaign council bus. They travel all over Nigeria. But that will not be my own calling, my conviction, waiting there for my heart, not to give true leadership to my people. And we will achieve it, I assure you, by the grace of God.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, TY. Comparable facts, good evening and welcome.
Yeah, good evening. Good evening, everybody. Precious and my fellow panelists and our special guest today. I think you have pretty much answered, the main question I came in just to answer you, but let me go further to that. You said, in reference to ballot security, trying to protect the vote during the election. Do you have enough resources? What I mean by enough, I'm talking about financially and human being that's going to be monitoring it, the whole ballot and make sure at the collection center what was on the polling unit and everything correspond. I know you made a comment, but do you have enough resources for that? Then my second question is that about your party. Do you think Obi has penetrated in the north compared to the last election? How do you see Obi, in the north? Thank you.
Okay, thank you. The last time, if you look at the statistics that was released by INECO, forget what was stolen in Kaduna, especially around Kaduna result was 293,000 votes. I want to agree that that was right. Forget what was taken in Kogi and Benue State. We were in Otubo, and you can see the joy. Obi got about 2.5 million votes from the north the last time entirely. It's not small feat for a person who contested for the first time. And today we have Kwankwaso on the ballot. If you travel to Kano today, the only discussion of the matter of most people in Kano and Jigawa is Obi Peter. I've traveled with him to those axes and see how the people struggle to try to want to be with him. It wasn't like that in 2023. When we did our first rally in Nasarawa, before we won Nasarawa, we struggled to try to put the rally in a crowded form, but we eventually won Nasarawa. So, but today Obi will not go to the same Lafia and see the same reaction. So the reaction is totally different. People are more enlightened. They are very high level politicians from the north who will not think it worthy to have joined Obi in 2023. But today I've seen what Obi stands for, what the people support for Obi is, and I decided to join. Kwankwaso is in the power base today. Kwankwaso is not somebody you can take for granted, especially when it comes to northern Nigerian politics. And I assure you that we will surpass that 2.5 million votes in a way that it will be so scared. And one thing you don't know, I remember at the time we went to Labour Party. Then Peter Obi wasn't in Labour Party. Abure and co. went to DSS, and they were telling us that this party would be a big party. Eventually, this party became big. The government has the more resources to gather data than any other person than amongst us, amongst the opposition. So if you see them the way they are behaving, the way they are reacting to try to make sure the North answer, the North replies Obi, the North does not do this. They have forgotten that the North is not really that kind of North that they see that they can manipulate, that they can turn around like it used to be. There are more younger people, more highly educated and sophisticated young Northerners than it was in the 1999, 1996, 2003. Things have really changed. If you look at certain decisions about on ICON's statement that was made, if you go to the TikTok and social media for that 1 week, you will see that Northern youth were saying, oh, their leaders should behave like this. Their leaders should be able to speak truth to power. So you see that there's a reawakening in the North, generally about the intention to have good people in power, people who can have a government that will represent general interests. Obi is doing well and is pulling well, very good in the North. It might not pull well the way you want it to be, but our core strength in politics is to look at where we have, we have done our SWOT analysis, our strength, weakness in organization and threat, and look at where we can get the highest amount of votes, and then where we can balance it to get to victory. There are 36 states of the Federation, including the FCT 37, and the Constitution did not say you win 36 states. They say you get to third. You must score to third, and you must score 25% in 2/3 of the state. And in 2/3 is about 23.5. But if you want to summarize, you say 24. So you must score to 25% in 2/3 of the state. So if you can score 25% in 24 states and win majority of votes, you can even use 5 states to win majority of votes, depends on the voter turnout. And you win majority of votes, eventually you are in power. And if there are 3 horse races like it is today, you will have that. There's a possibility that if Obi does not win on the first ballot, he will be on the second ballot. So, but I'm sure that we will win on the first ballot based on the debt-free calculations that were done, based on the investigation that we have carried out, based on the polling that we have and the people we are speaking to at the grassroots. I think that those who support Obi should remain very confident and throw away the dummy that the APC is trying around. APC is putting so much money into disinformation campaign, into psychological warfare by trying to rig the mind of the people before the main election. So people should ignore that and continue to hold strong and hold faith and continue to do triple if they have the resources, if they have the manpower to do what they did last time. And when it comes to my own election, I do not go into a fight without having the substantial goodwill and resources to run the election. I really wanted to be part of this election, and I am in this election to run it. I'll do as much as possible that is possible that will be enough for this election to come our way. Not me per se. If there were a better person than me that could win this election and serve our interest, I would have supported the person. But on the ballot today, I know that I'm most qualified And we can put our credentials side by side by those who are running, and you will see it. But I know there's a person I reached out to long ago, Victor Adoji, is on my Kogi East. He's alive and he's not in Nigeria right now. I reached out to him. I said, if you are willing to run, I will support you with my people, my supporters and all that. He said, no, Peter, go and run. You are a good candidate. You are a very good candidate for our people. I've reached out to a lot of people like that. So I know very well that this election will be an election that will change the setback that our people have suffered over the last since 1999 that we got into this democratic dispensation, which is called Fourth Republic. So I am very confident that our people will see reason to support it.
Thank you. Thank you. Before I take the next person from here, there's a message here that says, CJ, would you thank you? And she says, why isn't opposition more vocal to put pressure on INEC and condemn voter intimidation by government officials? Whilst you respond to that, let me quickly take this call so you respond to both of them at the same time. Good evening and welcome, Ogatoni Chukwudi.
Yeah, good evening. TY and the panel, good evening. Yeah, I greet Mr. Peter. I forgot the last name, but okay, Mr. Peter. Yes, so, my question is this. I was listening in as much as going off and on, but I don't know whether he did say something about that. But my question is this. How would the campaign, because the problem that I noticed in the last election is that most of the people that we what is it called? The people that we are standing at the party officials, the ones that are the polling booth or the collection center, wherever, we are bought over. Because that's part of, some of them we are bought over. I am sure he knows what I'm talking. Some of them we are a kind of paid money because some of them couldn't even come to the court to testify. So some of them we are paid and bought over. So is there any way the party is working to stop these people from being bought over? Because in as much as the money they collected, I'm sure that money will finish within 1 month, even before the inauguration of the current president. So is there anything that the party is doing to stop such a thing? I mean, to sensitize them, letting them know that that money is just a piece of meat that is stuck in between the teeth. Thank you.
All right, thank you, sir.
My brother, thank you. I do not know how you got information of bought over, but I must commend all those people who were volunteers in the last election. Some people who volunteered where they were not agents, because where the mistake happened, we must say so that the people who are disillusioned, who are depressed about the last election must get the truth. At the last election, I've never seen so much enthusiasm, so much interest from Nigeria like I saw the last. I've been in Nigerian political space for quite some time. And I tell you that people who submit themselves to be agent to the party. But the party actually rejected most of the people who came forward to want to be free agents, to sacrifice their time to be in the polling unit to protect vote. The party said they already have agents. And only for us to discover that on the day of election, there were no agents everywhere. In over 95% of the polling unit of Nigeria Federation, in 177,000 polling, there were no agents. In fact, there's a girl who came to testify in court. She died now. She was in the US. She came. She was the expert, the tech expert that came. So, and a lot of people still risk their life to come to testify in that court at the tribunal. I was in the tribunal. I sat throughout the whole tribunal. So, our major problem was that we had no agent. That is the major problem. We could not even, get this from CC. And this is no fault of P2B. This is a fault of trust, of saying this is an administrative party thing. But now that we have seen where parties can go short, there will be a collaborative effort from both campaign organization, presidential candidates, vice presidential candidates, to see as much as possible, to work very well, to see that the 176,000 polling unit agents are uploaded. They already work in this program, in this regard, being done by somebody that is very well known, an activist that is very well known, but I do not want to mention him, that they are putting more work together to put four persons in each of the polling units across Nigeria.
Wow, across Nigeria. That's huge. 4 persons. So anyhow, one person sell out, the other 2 no sell out.
Work is going on seriously right now. And it's somebody that is well known by all of you. If I call the person's name, or if I put how they call it, gender to the person's name, you will just know the person. They are doing the work. They are not sleeping as I speak to you, because people have suffered last election. People have lost their money. People lost their time. Some people got injured. So for to the memory of those people who have sacrificed, so people who have given up so much for a dream of a new Nigeria, people have decided that never again that such level of thing that will undermine the collective will of the Nigerian people happens. Never again. So a lot of people have done that sacrifice, and I assure you that we are more prepared for the coming election than most people think. The only thing that I know that we should do more is to try to defeat the psychological narrative that is being created by the APC and their supporters. There is a psychological narrative. This narrative is a rhetoric is being pulled aside by some section of the media and co. I tell you, the opposition unity will not lead to victory. It could even lead to fragmentation of supporters across Nigeria that might not even give us the necessary momentum to win, because some people will never go one way. There are ways that some people will never go. And I assure you that if we can get those who worked for us in 2023 to see reason, if we can get those who voted for us in 2023, not all of them, even if it's 95% of those who work for us or 90%, because you don't forget, the vote that is stolen is still there haunting them. There was vote stolen. We know that this vote that was stolen runs into millions and is still haunting them. So that's why they are more afraid with the numbers that Kwankwaso is bringing on the board, that Binani is bringing from Adama, that Marafa is bringing in Zamfara. So they are more afraid and they are having sleepless nights. So I want people to be well encouraged, to put their energy. People have been in class, they have failed, and they have come out to have first class. They shouldn't give up. They did something that is phenomenal, something that is unknown to Nigerian democratic architecture, like trying to bring somebody from nowhere and making a subject of the entire election, and that is not a small feat for Nigerians in diaspora and Nigeria at home to achieve. And I think that giving up on that dream would be a total setback, a reversal to 1999, where we started this Fourth Republic from. So I assure you, my brother, that we are committed to this struggle, and our principal is committed to this struggle. He's a servant guy. He's a servant leader. He's not a person. If Obi has his way, he will do every important in this country in a safe way that will benefit the child of the poor person and the child of the rich people, and create a level playing field for everybody. So I think he's very committed to that process more than ever. So I seek that.
Thank you, sir. So there was a question around the one the lady asked, the pressure on INEC to condemn voter intimidation and by government officials or ruling parties generally.
With the way INEC is structured, INEC is handicapped. INEC is structured in a way. That's why those of us who have been in the advocacy sector, we don't tell what we don't talk. Say make INEC. Make them bundle INEC. Because if you look Justice Iwe Electoral Reform Panel 2008, if you look Justice Lemu Electoral Violence Report Panel 2011, even Ken Namani report for Abuhari time where they sit down, everybody they advocacy make them unbundle the commission, so that the commission go get 3-4 legs. They go get electoral offenses tribunal. They go get political party registration and management committee. Then they will come get independent electoral commission where responsibility now to only to the conduct election. So now this recommendation we done date in 2008 where waiting be this my Yaradua where he said the election will bring him, like him. I set up that committee. So but no president after Ram don't get mind to do that thing, to push the National Assembly to do that reform. Because as it stands today, we don't feel they go the same football pitch, they go play match. We get the same size of ball, the same size, the same level of, the same kind of quality of boot, the same goalpost. But now me, where the president go appoint the referee. So I go appoint all the resident electoral commissioners. So these people where they don't get voice. Now let people like Guinea, my friend, where they respect well. And I let him be the person where president appoint as National Commissioner of Commission, where be saying talk truth, he come out, and you see him, they know they appoint him again because people know they like truth for government for Nigeria. So those people where they there now, they don't be talk truth. But you get the way government they take, where people election they work for everywhere for the world. The people, if they resolve in their majority, say they go do mass participation, and they go bow. Because mass participation be the problem.
So once people react on MERS, things go shell.
It go shell. Even for social studies for primary school, they tell you say mass protest. Now mass, if you don't get mass, If the number they very small, they will just say these people say no serious for their own country. But now mass participation, now be the answer antidote to the criminal tendencies where we don't see where they undermine the electoral process.
All right, sir. Thank you. Mr. Ken, your question very quickly. Once Mr. Ken finishes with the question, I'll just play one video for you and we'll let you go, sir. Mr. Ken, please, your question very quickly.
Yeah, good evening, everybody. He has actually answered my question.
Your question. Okay.
But I'll just put this one to him. Mr. Ameh, how are you people carrying on? It was Kwankwansia's method, but it's now Oshun method. I hope you guys have an arrangement where we're going to practice the Oshun method to the latter. And just like you said, most polling units did not have agents because of your Abure and Lamidia Pampa people, but I know they are no longer in your setup. The new setup you are going with right now, do you have those voter education of carrying out the Oshun method?
Now, for us, now voice go dey loud. We go do a lot of public advocacy. We go talk for platform where get people where feel reach Nigerians. Because for Oshun method where you see so, now the people resolve. I no go lie for you. Now then decide say this election APC no go steal. Now then decide because if now for Adeleke, they expect make Adeleke come out. Adeleke will carry his certificate go give Tinubu 2 days after. Not being for fit solve that problem. The people will solve that problem and the Oshun people where they feel say it is their right to determine who will govern them. So collectively now, what's the only way we fit get the people behind us? Because you get the way people they work. People need to see, say you they do your own work. Say you ready to do your own voter protection, put your own voter protection mechanism in place before they will come talk, say they will participate to follow you, defend them. So we will go do our own side of the bargain. I assure you, say we will campaign for 109 senatorial district. No presidential candidate go fit do that thing. None. If they do them, my ambulance they go take care of them. The only person who fit do an P2B and he go do them. That I know already. And then we go talk to people for their grassroots. Peter P go. I'm telling you, now 3 villages we go for Kogi last time. 3 villages where I'm not sure say any presidential candidate for Nigeria don't visit those communities. For my own town, for my own communities where they did for those forests. You get one where they go serve. Where Peter they ask me say, yes, this is my namesake Peter. I don't finally buy job for your hand. The trust what I get for you.
But some people see that as an act of desperation. Then they also use the yab your candidates.
No, be out of desperation, out of connecting with the people at the grassroots level. Nobody get that kind of energy to waste. That thing when they do, nobody get the energy to waste them. You know, it's the most difficult decision to do such a thing. But he said, there's a place we got to. He said, if I don't come here, how would I have known people are here? How would I know there's no government presence here, but polling unit gets to this place. So it's the only way when we get that kind of a thing and people become president, and the only way they face solve problem. I talked about television last time. Say, person like Tinubu, since 1993, he never know what they say, NEPA don't go. He never know say bad road day because he know the travel around. So person where they insulated to that level, if they insensitive unknowingly, without knowing, because the level where the thing day, he don't. That's why you go sit down saying go see me then do solar panel for presidential villa because he no feel live without light. He never feel experience that kind of thing when never the trip light. You don't get insulated. You don't get that kind of bunker attitude of safety. Where we say you don't do like so. You need to get presidential candidate like America. When Barack they contest now, road Barack travel to America now. Now they get boss where they travel to America. They change the whole system. So we say we need to get people presidential candidate where they feel they coordinate for rural community. Even during their Awolowo, they were connecting with people. They Shagari they connect from village to village. Ask you go check your history. But now presidential candidate don't come become bourgeois. They don't become class entity. Where we say they get where they know they reach. They get the kind of people where they're not supposed to talk to. If you don't get that kind of class separation in a system of governance, there's no way you can reach them when it comes to providing good governance. So generally, we will go do our advocacy. We will go talk to people. We will go communicate with people. And we will go make people say, the way we can't fight, not be to remove this subsidy, remove that one, not to fight the corruption where they inside the whole system, where they become canker worm, where they chop everything. That corruption, they chop everything. Now the waste where they for our system, the problem. The waste too much because if they manage the resources where Nigeria they get well, none of us supposed to suffer. People not supposed to they go, they collect money, they borrow money where their children go pay, say they won't go invest it. When people like them, for say people like Tinubu go school, they get free education, but you know go. So no certificate to prove that one. To when people like the also you want to show you can't go school. Now free me that they chop with one full chicken that they put inside. Then they talk about television, we they hear them. But children today, they go borrow money. For a country where be oil rich country. For a country where we say money they flow every time. Even the subsidy, it's 15.8 trillion. If you put that for inside university, students go to chop well, infrastructure go there, everything good. Even in only one thing government get right.
But then give now fund now. They use and do campaign. Now
funds. The people they take now, the people they take loans.
But now part of campaign strategy now they announce and say campaign, because now fund.
No,
children are not happy. They're going to school with loan.
Government they fuel for Tinubu now loan they take fuel now. If you be able to give education to people, give free medical service, subsidize all these other services, medicine and education, subsidize it. So that if you take subsidy for one place because of corruption, you put it in a place that it do not be where the corruption cannot eat it so that people can benefit. That's how it is. But he is enjoying subsidy. His life is driven on subsidy. His entire existence as the president of Nigeria is subsidized and free often. So why are the students allowed to go be taking loans? And when they come out, there's no job. There are no good jobs. So why are you putting their family in that kind of condition?
All right, sir. Because you don't speak about this one, make I quickly show you the videos. So I won't show you. In an interview this evening with Channels Television, Seun Okinbaloye did ask the Minister for Humanitarian Affairs a couple of questions. Make it quickly take some of these things where you don't raise. I won't make you know
the quality of life and the value of life of the average. And that's the question that is more important.
Yes.
Would you say, as a Minister of Humanitarian Affairs and poverty reduction, that the lives of the average person is better today than it was before this government took office?
Confidently, I will say that.
What figures do you have to back that up?
No, so we've just said, let's forget the figures for now.
You're talking about this figure. But if you are saying, because if you hold this government by the number of people that say they want to live out of poverty in 10 years.
Yes.
You look at that figure. If you hold you by that promise, the first question will be, how many have you lived out of poverty in that 10 years, in the 3 years of President Bola Tinubu? How many?
Okay, so the figures we're currently using is a figure of 2022. And we are commissioning a review of those figures.
Have you been able to lift anybody out of poverty?
Oh, yes. Why not?
No, because
there's been a lot of
data and statistics show that more people have been thrown into poverty. So how do you remove people from poverty? You have more people.
I have just taken you through the contextual
and I understand
of the data.
And I want you as a government to be able to tell Nigerians tonight that you have made the lives of Nigerian people better, and these are the number of people.
Yes.
You have taken people out of poverty, and these are the numbers. Let's be transparent with the Nigerian people.
Yes.
Things are bad. We might get a better future. The part of the economy that is good, the macroeconomic side, everyone seems to mouth it. But the micro that is affecting the baseline of the average person is what we're talking about. So if things are bad today, let us acknowledge it and let's fix the problem. So the question is, how many people has this government been able to lift out of poverty in 3 years?
Okay. So my job is to translate macroeconomic gains. As the Minister of Humanitarian Affairs and Poverty Reduction, I translate the microeconomic gains to the micro level. And you can see the traction. You can see what we're doing. Recently, we launched out a vocational skill training program where we trained about 18,000 Nigerians, empowered them with starter kits and stipends, provided them, apart from the skill training, we provided them with business management skills, accounting skills, and what have you. And those 18,000 plus are on their way to starting businesses of their own. We launched the Jeep program, which is supporting farmers. We've also done over 600 billion in cash transfers to be able to support, vulnerable Nigerians within 3 years. Yes,
600 billion.
Over 600 billion.
How many households have been impacted?
So we have reached slightly over 10 million, about 10 million households.
And that's going to be about 14 million persons, or 40 million based
on 4 per family.
I want to make a hold on there. They had the figure 600 billion, sir, and 10 million household. No vex, so just hold on. You go hear the amount what say they give them and what's in the amount could they do.
Then my focus is to reform the social protection architecture, humanitarian intervention framework, and to be able to ensure that I deliver a safety net for Nigeria.
Minister, quickly, because we need to close. That money that you are giving, is it not too small? What can it do for the average person? The money that can he actually fix their poverty problem?
No.
25,000 naira?
No, actually, sometimes you
5,000 per head.
Yeah. So let me say this.
What can that do?
25,000 naira can look very small to elites, but to the poorest of the poor, and the stories that I've received,
the price of commodity,
personally,
price of commodity.
Let me say this:
inflation, food inflation,
purchasing power. I've told you earlier on, inflation is coming down. People are having more purchasing power with their money because we're driving down inflation.
Hey.
We're driving down.
Let's look at the quality of life and the value of life of the average. And that's the question that is more important.
Yes.
Would you say, as a Minister of Humanitarian Affairs and poverty reduction, that the lives of the average person is better today than it was before this government took office?
Confidently, I will say that.
What figures do you have to back that up?
No, so we've just said let's forget the figures for now.
You're talking about this figure. But if you are saying, because if you hold this government by the number of people that say they want to live out of poverty in 10 years, you look at that figure. If you hold you by that promise, the first question will be, how many have you lived out of poverty in that 10 years, in the 3 years of President Bola Tinubu? How many?
Okay, so the figures we're currently using is a figure of 2022. And we are commissioning a review of those figures.
Have you been able to lift anybody out of poverty?
Oh, yes. Why not?
No, because
there's been a lot of
data and statistics show that more people have been thrown into poverty. So how do you remove people from poverty? You have more people.
I have just taken you through the contextual
and I understand
of the data.
And I want you, as a government, to be able to tell Nigerians tonight that you have made the lives of Nigerian people better, and these are the number of people.
Yes.
You have taken people out of poverty, and these are the numbers. Let's be transparent with the Nigerian people.
Yes.
Things are bad. We might get a better future. The part of the economy that is good, the macroeconomic side, everyone seems to mouth it. But the micro that is affecting the baseline of the average person is what we're talking about. So if things are bad today, let us acknowledge it and let's fix the problem. So the question is, how many people has this government been able to lift out of poverty in 3 years?
Okay. So my job is to translate macroeconomic gains. As the Minister of Humanitarian Affairs and Poverty Reduction, I translate the microeconomic gains to the micro level. And you can see the traction. You can see what we're doing. Recently, we launched out a vocational skill training program where we trained about 18,000 Nigerians, empowered them with starter kits and stipends, provided them, apart from the skill training, we provided them with business management skills, accounting skills, and what have you. And those 18,000 plus are on their way to starting businesses of their own. We launched the G program, which is supporting farmers. We've also done, over 600 billion in cash transfers to be able to support vulnerable Nigerians within 3 years. Yes,
600 billion.
Over 600 billion.
How many households have been impacted?
So we have reached slightly over 10 million, about 10 million households.
And that's going to be about 14 million persons, or 40 million based on
based on 4 per
All right,
family.
sir. In just 2 minutes, if you can, oblige me. Please respond and react to this. This is not based on all the things. Now, vex now. This is not based on all the things you don't talk about how things hard for Nigerians, how you never debate. This government believes they don't do well. We see now, Minister of Humanitarian Affairs, they give you figures. Say they don't help more people for poverty. More people no enter. They come out. and we don't give 600 billion to about 10 million households for Nigeria. This is a lot of money, and we're supposed to see the impact. So, make I just quickly take your thought in 2 minutes, so I let you go, sir.
You see, the data no dey lie. So when you look at it and they lie, you go just dey laugh. Say for 2025 alone, if you look at World Bank development data, he said Nigerian consumption rate fell by 6.7%. So if you look at, say, they say from 2023 to 2025, the Nigerians were fall into poverty now 139 million people. Now World Bank data of development update data. Don't be saying I mean the crater. By October last year was 139. And then some people just sit down for one corner. Say they carry 600 billion this year. How much they spend for PTF? How much they spend for Shopee? Shopee, where we see buses with our eye, where we see hospital renovation with our eye, now 280 billion. Now some people just sit down, see all of us like Dundee United. Can't tell that they give people 25 cents.
Sir, you mean say that Lamba they give us?
Now Lamba, then don't that. The man not be explain. The man say when they forget that time.
But you hear the English when he speak, solid English to explain what's in the happen, sir.
And yes, sir. He don't get his own benefit of government. He's a minister. So now so would they see benefit for Nigerian government. And when people they chop, when they for table, they develop table manner. Everybody we don't do for that humanitarian ministry, they don't go EFCC. Nobody we don't come before, except him and the current national chairman of APC. Another one because they promote them. Everybody before them, they don't get EFCC case. So there's no money where they put. Say you go see that 61% of Nigerians don't enter poverty since that 2015, that 2025. They never get, World Bank never reduce any data. Wait to say the thing don't reduce. Yes, they go to talk of microeconomics indices, say don't stabilize. What about the macro? What about the people? What about the consumption rate? He's saying that people's power to consume has increased. Whereas World Bank data says that it has fallen. It has fallen because it's not going up. So you can't have people telling lies, trying to deceive our people. Sharing, doing what they call it, trade, roadside economics by saying they share 600 billion. You know what 600 billion would do to our healthcare centers, where we cannot even, nobody comes to a healthcare treatment in Nigeria from even Ghana, from Togo. Our people go to Ghana for treatment. Our people go to Togo for treatment. Our people go to Egypt for treatment. Nobody comes to this country. You know what 600 billion would do to our investors that ASUs have been striking? When you do something that can have direct benefit on the masses, they will be grateful. Why will you say you share 25,000 naira to 10 million households? And nobody from my own household can say they got 25,000 naira.
Even me, self, I suppose need them because me, self, follow for the poor of the poorest. I don't even know why they no count me.
If they do, one of the very critical, very important foundation for public spending, now accountability and transparency.
Yes, sir.
Nothing more important past that one. Where that we suppose get website where anybody if you just go check how many people when name dead here. 10 million people. You know hard. People go develop that website. Where you can go and check name of people who have collected that money and print it out. Are those people are there ghost workers like we have ghost ministries and ghost agencies? I mean there be ghost bishop, there be fake bishop. So we have a problem. We say there's no transparency, no accountability. And when this is lacking, there will not be credibility and integrity in the process. Then they steal our money. Nobody make them know they've used any language. That's why I like Fela when Fela they talk. Make them come outside. Make them show us the list. Make them create website with data where we feel they access this list. But for me, that thing should stop. Nigeria's mortality rate is increasing because our healthcare centers are not working. They should put money where mother to child can benefit. They should put money in public education where school fees will be abolished. These are the things they should do so that it can have direct benefit to the pocket of the ordinary person. These things they are doing is voodoo economics. It's not an economic study anywhere in the world. It's tokenism.
Right.
And it has never. Look, China got out of poverty and raised their people out of poverty by creating a small and medium scale enterprise and center where people can do small scale industries, where people can add value to the economy, These people are making our young people lazy by saying they are sharing money. We saw Professor Simba just share money. We have not seen anybody who scale out of that money sharing and survive. They have continued to better do to Sophia, the woman from Bauchi. They have continued to the current minister, Doro. So we have a challenge that these people are not driven by any level of principle economics. All they want is to be in power, hold on to power for their own good and good of those in power, at the detriment of the collective good of people outside power who are in the majority. We need to stop this phony kind of governance.
Thank you so much. If you have to say something, a parting shot and something to fire up Nigerians ahead of the 2027 election, what would that be? As I let you go, sir.
I thank all Nigerians for what your contribution were in 2023. It was phenomenal. It was unprecedented. It's something that has never happened in our political space. My only plea to you is that you should not give up. You should not resign. You should not be disappointed. This country is our country. We can save it. We can create a future that what we do not benefit, our next generation will be glad that we fought for them. We can do this, and I believe in you people, as you have believed in some of us, that this is achievable. And please, don't give up. Nigeria is a beautiful and wonderful country with so much potential, both human and capital, both human and natural resources, that should be the envy of the world. But yet, we're a laughing stock that even South Africa is sending our people away. It's very embarrassing and it's heartbreaking for a lot of people like us, and we want it to stop. Please don't give up. Let's make this work.
Thank you. Thank you so immensely, High Chief Peter Ameh. And here we are wishing you all the best for your election. And we hope you will collect the ticket. But when you reach there, make you not dump your party, enter inside another party. When they share cars and all of those things, make on remember the poor. Make on follow for those who will really affect.
My friends will go tell
you. Now beg with the beg on. Thank you so much. Thank you. And I hope by that time we'll invite you here to come and give account of what of your stewardship at that time.
That really time I will talk about self. That's why they know what will come. I will tell them that everything where they have put there.
Thank you so much, sir, for obliging us. Election season don't day down, so if we still get you 1 or 2 times before the election reach, I appreciate you big time, sir. Thank you for obliging us. I hope you've had a good time with us. More calls are coming in, but unfortunately I have to let you go because it's way gone past the time. I appreciate you. Please enjoy the rest of your evening, and we're wishing you all the best. Good night and God bless you, sir.
Thank you very much. Good night. Thank you so much. Good night to the panelists too. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Good night.
And to the rest of the Nigerians, I'd like to say a big thank you to everyone who's been part of the show. It's always a pleasure to be with you guys. So discuss Nigerian matter with Ona. Those days when I did school, Sam did, and one of my teachers then I remember, he go talk, say, even have a word, or they say a word is enough for the wise, but even have a word don't they enough for the wise. So those of us who be say they listen to waiting they happen for Nigeria and they see how Nigeria take be. I hope so they carry our tongue, they counter it, because even have a word don't suppose they enough for us the wise to know the right thing to do and do them well. So make sure say we'll be active participants for inside our democracy. And not be so we go just talk from out, but make we participate actively for waiting to happen for inside our democracy. And you we don't hear what, make you tell your neighbor, make your neighbor too also hear, so that you go tell another neighbor, make another neighbor hear, so that go feel they spread the gospel according to waiting we they hear for here. And so Nigeria go take better be that. And you wouldn't give responsibility, do the right thing so that you go show example to others, make themselves know, say people they we sabi do the right thing and then go follow suit. I love and appreciate and well. Above all, not let Nigerian problem weigh you down. So protect your mental health and beg in the name of God. I love you and appreciate you. I'll see you again tomorrow evening, God willing. Good night and God bless you. Maybe I'll see you again this evening, not tomorrow evening. This evening, I have to bring you updates. I've not brought you updates. I'll see you again this evening. So you have to stick around, maybe in the next 2 hours. Stick around, stay with us.